He said one thing and Staten Island said the other. But it seems like, 2 days ago it was 17 degrees and now it's 50. So I would imagine that means it's spring. I don't know. Of course, it could also mean that next week it'll be 17 degrees again. But as of now, I hope this normalizes out. Who said we were getting winter first? Punxsutawney or Staten Island?
Let me see.
Okay. Because I know they disagreed again this year. And because they disagreed, I think tradition dictates that when the groundhogs disagree, we pick the right one, and the wrong one gets dropped on its head by the mayor and killed.
Well, rest in peace, Punxsutawney Phil, then.
Oh, boy. Staten
Island Chuck.
Saw the shadow.
Yep, declared early spring.
Early spring from Staten Island Chuck. I felt like,
it's also possible that, it's really skewed because he's in Staten Island and it's always so beautiful there.
I forgot about that.
So he may have just, walked out of his, palatial estate that I'm sure they have for him at the zoo and been like, this is beautiful, early spring.
Staten Island Chuck has a nice piece of property.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's pretty gorgeous. It does feel like as the years have gone on, whereas Punxsutawney Phil at one point had kind of this thing on lock, that Staten Island Chuck has really been climbing and climbing up to the point where he may be the premier groundhog going forward.
I feel like Punxsutawney Phil is kind of like the Dallas Cowboys, where it's like, they used to be
legacy.
Like, you would not bet against Punxsutawney Phil, and you wouldn't bet against the Dallas Cowboys.
Right.
And now it's like, the Chiefs are in town.
Staten Island Chuck is Kansas City.
They'll install some shades out at Gobbler's Knob eventually.
Yeah, that's the problem. That weirdo with the top hat who always takes out Punxsutawney Phil is just in control of everything and won't let anybody make a decision.
Yeah, as soon as he dies, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
They're going to sell a lot of merch in the meantime, though.
All the Punxsutawney Phil fans are remembering the early 90s and just realizing that once the guy with the top hat is gone, everything will be okay again. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It was, it was a terrible day for celebrity news yesterday. So I thought the worst was behind us, but then I wake up this morning and the word is that Gene Hackman, who is, or was, 95, his 63-year-old wife, and their dog were found dead inside their New Mexico home. And police are saying, we're investigating it, but we don't suspect any foul play. Foul play is not suspected as a factor in those deaths at this time. However, exact cause of death has not been determined. It's, super sad. And you go through his whole career and he's one of those actors that has different eras, like depending on what era is your Gene Hackman era.
Sure.
You're going to lean into it. Some people are leaning into Hoosiers, Mississippi Burning,
French Connection,
Royal Tenenbaums.
Sure.
People loved him in Royal Tenenbaums.
The Birdcage?
Birdcage. I forgot he was even in the Birdcage.
I thought that's all he did.
Superman.
The
OG Superman.
Lex Luthor.
With Christopher Reeve. Yeah, it's a sad thing.
No, legend. Unforgiven?
I forgot about Unforgiven, too, as I was kind of mentally making the list of all the great Gene Hackman roles.
Welcome to Mooseport?
Well, that was kind of the last one. That was when, he was probably after Behind Enemy Lines, he was considering retiring. And then he did Runaway Jury, and he was like, maybe I got a little more in me. And then he did Welcome to Mooseport, and he was like, okay, I'm good. I did it.
Do you think...
I'm all set.
Obviously, I don't think he planned... all right, that's going to be my last film.
By the way, The Replacements.
Great movie.
Underrated movie. Legendary, this Replacements movie. I love it.
I just read about when they were filming that, two stray German Shepherds came onto the stadium that they were filming in Baltimore.
Right.
And he ended up adopting one of them because he loved dogs so much. He named one of them Gene, and he named one of them Keanu.
What? What a great guy.
And then he ended up adopting Gene, which I thought was real.
I like Gene better. Okay. Would have been a sweeter story if you adopted Keanu, but sure. German Shepherds are the best. I got to convince my family to get a German Shepherd.
And then before he adopted them, he flew his other two German Shepherds out to meet this other German Shepherd.
Just to see if they all got along?
Just to make sure that they all got along. He was a real...
he was a dog person. That's
yeah.
great. Dog people are the best.
Yeah.
They're the most trustworthy people.
More than cat people.
Cat people aren't trustworthy at all.
For sure.
cat people. I mean, literally, cats release, whatever that chemical
Pheromones?
is in their shit that makes people into crazy cat ladies.
Is that where it comes
Yes. If you look it up,
from? Uh-huh.
cats in their shit have a chemical that makes people into crazy people, and that's why all these people who have all these cats, because for some reason, people even start from a point of sanity, and they go, yeah, it's fine if I have 15 cats. And it's not fine to have 15 cats. It's a terrible decision, because there's no way you can properly maintain. You have one cat, okay, that's fine. They clean themselves, they're in the litter box, that's okay. 2, you're pushing it. 3,
Do you think 2 is pushing it?
2 is pushing it.
I had 3 when I was growing up. They were all fine.
And look what happened, dude. Your family was destroyed by the time you were in your 20s.
I don't know if
It's a crazy thing to do. And it could
you
have
blame
been
the cats
the cat's shit.
after all this time.
I always did. I just didn't. I knew it was an open wound. I didn't want to pour salt in it. Yeah, no. I don't even. Honestly, if I'm being honest, if somebody says, yeah, I'm an animal person, I have a pet, it's a cat.
Yeah.
It's the same way I feel about somebody who's like, oh, I love being a parent. Well, I don't want to say it anymore, actually. I just realized. When they go, oh, I love being a parent, I have 1 kid. I go, I mean.
You're hitting me with 2
I know, I
things
didn't
right
realize.
now.
I didn't realize. That's why I stopped myself, because I was like.
I happen to have, I don't know, we don't hang out that much. But I don't know
forgot.
if you know this.
I forgot.
I have a cat,
I forgot.
and I only have 1 child.
I forgot. Okay, I forgot. That's why I stopped myself in the middle of it, because I knew you'd feel attacked, and it wasn't my intention. You're a very good dog person, though, so it evens out.
Loved my dogs.
You're a good, great dog.
Maybe we'll have another one day.
You're one of the top dog people. Even the
I
fact
appreciate
that like you're delaying getting another dog because the last dog you lost was such like an emotional thing proves even more of what a dog person you are. It makes up for. Also, you don't brag about being a parent. I'm talking about the people who are like, oh
Don't
man,
backpedal.
this being a parent. Well, I'm just trying not. I don't want you to feel attacked. I don't want you to feel.
I think it's a little weird that you think 2 cats is pushing it. Do you think 2 dogs is pushing it?
No. You can have as many. I mean, as long as.
But
no.
you never hear about dog hoarders.
No, because dogs don't have crazy.
You never like
Hormone-
open up a door and see like 18 dogs running
No.
for food, but you see that all the time for cats.
Yeah, because people are nuts. Yeah, dogs don't have hormones in their shit that make you crazy.
I still don't know if that's true.
Look it up.
My internet's not working.
Look it up.
I'm just gonna have to take
It's
your
true.
word for it.
It's true.
Now, Joe Rogan says it all the time.
He does?
Yeah, so it's true.
Boom. Boom.
He's never lied.
Well,
I mean, most of the stuff that he said does turn out to be true.
yeah, Epstein list coming out today. You got to be excited, Mike.
Well, pumped.
I bet there's a name that's been redacted.
Bill Clinton?
Chris in New Jersey.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
It's kind of a different experience not being verbally aggressively accosted by the phone screener when I call.
A lot of people are saying this week has been the best phone screening in years and years and years.
Wow.
I feel like I'm not on my game. Like that, I get you pumped up when you get screamed at when you call. But,
Yeah, Danielle, you're not meeting people with hostility first thing in the
Be a
morning.
little shittier.
Oh, sorry.
but if Gene Hackman loved dogs so much, then why do you have to include his dog in his suicide pact?
Okay.
I don't know if he was a
Listen.
suicide. I don't know if we had a
Come
Chris
on.
Benoit.
I don't think. Thank you, Chris. I understand why people are jumping there because it's like the Gene Hackman
it's logically
and the
makes
wife and the
sense.
dog. You open it up. It's like very Mother God when you open the door. It's like a cult thing. I think what happened was probably a carbon monoxide situation where there was some kind of carbon monoxide released. Everybody fell asleep because dogs can't handle carbon monoxide any better than people can.
Would investigators know that immediately, like walking in? Like,
I think they would, but they probably, just in case, because maybe they don't know, was it released on purpose? Did they just not hear the alarm? Was it because the oven was on and the gas was, whatever it is, I think they probably would know pretty quickly. Like, there's probably a smell. They probably have a meter right away. You know what I mean? One of those like
Yeah.
devices that test the air because they don't want to go into a place and be subjected to the same stuff either.
Right.
So I would imagine that they do, but you can't specifically say here's exactly what happened until boom, here we are. But the fact that I think that's why they're going.
I mean, I really hope it's carbon monoxide.
I do too. And I think that's why they're immediately saying no foul play
Yeah.
Because
But I mean, no foul play can also mean
Of
like
course.
we know that they did this to themselves.
yeah, but the dog didn't do it to itself.
But that's not foul play.
You can't kill dogs. That's foul. It's mad foul.
Yeah, but they're okay. But what I mean is like they're not looking for somebody on the outside.
Yeah, but you still go to jail if you kill your dog.
They can't go to jail. They're all dead.
Okay. No, that's a great point too.
Respect.
But it's still foul play to be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's-
no, I know, but I
but
don't think
in
it's
the- in
foul
the-
play in the
in the
sense that
traditional
they're talking
sense. Like
about.
that's a foul play that you killed your dog.
Oh yeah. I would say that's not cool, dude.
No.
I just talked you up about how much you love dogs.
Right, and now, yeah, that's the other thing. Like this guy is like adopting dogs on the replacements. He's not suicide pacting his dog.
That's really, really, really what I hope.
I can't imagine.
Unless this was all his wife's idea.
That's why people, because his wife's 63. So like when
Yeah.
he goes at 95, you go, okay, that happens. 63.
I mean, 95. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe he lasted.
Yeah, he went longer than we thought. 63 is young. So
But if she can't live without him, they've been married for what, 25 years?
I mean, look, we're writing romance.
35 years.
We're writing romance novels now. Okay, like it's probably carbon monoxide.
Probably. I hope so.
But now you're sitting here, what if they were so deeply in love that they had created this
I mean, it
pact that-
happens.
All right, I understand. You and your supermarket Fabio books. You need to stop reading them because it's clouding the way you get these books with the guys with the long hair and the blousy shirts,
Yeah.
and then you apply it to real life.
The artwork just
It's how Jim.
enthralls me.
I mean, because it's the same thing. How Norton would used to like anytime anything came up, he'd spend all night watching porn, and then he'd come in here and go, probably sex pact. You knew it happened all the time. And I go, I don't know if this one was a sex pact. You go, I think so. I go, okay. And sometimes he was right.
I just love those novels.
But you and your romance novels, it's the same thing.
We don't know that Gene and his wife weren't masturbating with belts around their necks.
We don't know, but it probably would have been mentioned. And also,
Are you saying this could be a David Carradine situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
just-
they said no foul play.
it doesn't explain the dog.
They didn't say no fun play.
Maybe there was. Maybe that's
Fun play.
that's how they went, and then the dog died of embarrassment.
Yeah.
He was in on it too.
Maybe the dog died of starvation.
Jar of Skippy.
How
found at
long
the
do you
scene.
think they were there?
I mean, I mean, if we're going to be honest, they were only found because somebody did a wellness check. So how long has it taken somebody to be
I hope
like,
they weren't.
hey, I haven't heard from Gene or I haven't heard from Betsy in X amount of days. Can you go do a welfare check? Like, who knows how long they've been dead?
Oh, this is getting dark. That's a lot of carbon monoxide.
Maybe that's why the dog died, because my first thought was like, well, what, were they all in the exact same room if it was carbon monoxide poisoning? But if it's been a while,
No, because
and
the dog would have eaten them.
you think the dog would have eaten them?
You think a dog,
Mm-hmm.
if the owners are dead
Yeah.
and he's on the brink of starvation,
Yeah.
that dog's not going to eat its owners?
No.
What
Yeah,
do you mean
no,
no? Of
no.
course
I don't
it is.
think so.
What happened when that rugby team crashed in the Andes? Did you never see the movie Alive?
You talking about Yellow Jackets?
What happened in Yellow
That was
Jackets?
a soccer team.
It was a soccer team, but those little teenage girls, they ate one of them.
No, they started eating.
They ate one of them.
It did not take that long.
One of them got gobbled up. I don't know which one. One of them got eaten.
We'll find out.
It wasn't Christina Ricci.
No. God bless.
She's great. You don't think a dog would eat its owners?
No, because I think it's like it learns them, and it's like, how would their brain then know, like, okay, you're not my owner anymore, you're food. Like, I just don't think
Yeah, I don't think so
it could
either.
look at you that way.
You guys have too
Although, like, my cat bites me all the time.
much. I mean, cats, it's like
But
you.
that's love. Those are love bites.
Let me tell you something about cats. You could be asleep and your cat would try to eat you. There's literally no loyalty in those animals. They're not designed to be pets.
No, I'm asleep and she's on my chest. Like, why aren't you waking up?
No, she's on your chest trying to get you to suffocate so she can eat you.
Cats hunt you around the house.
Of course they
When they
do.
sneak up behind you, that's them practicing hunting.
Right. And you know what they're practicing? They're not practicing hunting someone else. They're practicing the inevitable when they hunt you down.
You know how long it would take a cat to eat a person?
Well, that's the point. They
I mean,
wanna
you
be
see
able to-
how little food they need every day?
They want to be able to feast, to nibble. And by the way, it's not like you are like just so much meat on your body. You know what I mean? Even eating
you don't know. These clothes hide a lot.
Even eating you slowly would not exactly feed a family.
You don't think it would take that long?
For a cat to eat you?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think? A week? A month?
Not not a month. Maybe a week. Maybe.
Really?
But I'm talking about a work week, 5 days.
You got to factor in decomposition too.
Oh yeah, and he would decompose. Well, no. Actually,
would I decompose
Actually,
fast?
no. I think I take that back.
You know how many chemicals I have in this body?
Travis would hold up like a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Under a glass bowl, like when they do those science experiments. They'd be like, I can't believe this. There's not
Man is
one.
perfectly preserved.
Like a lab would be waiting to use his bones for study, and they're like, no, it's just. I mean, he looks like he's asleep.
This man must have died yesterday.
Is this Madame Tussauds? I mean, I can't believe this. He's not 1 ounce. He looks incredibly healthy.
Yeah, my goodness.
Had
a Red Baron for dinner last night.
Just one?
Just one.
Wow.
I had the whole thing.
Mike in New Jersey.
It's only 4 slices.
Hey, what's up, Sammy?
Hey, man.
I believe there was a study in a small town in Colorado.
Yep.
That it's the cat pee that jacks you all up, and I believe it's called cheesing.
Cheesing. I heard about this cheesing. Thank you, Mike. See? See, I told you guys, it's cheesing. Cats piss all over the place, too. They know they're going to drive their owners crazy. That's why they end up, shitting in shopping bags and saving them.
I'm being told that a coroner says a dog will wait to eat you until they can't withstand the hunger anymore.
Okay, well.
Cats will eat you within 24 hours, and they start with the nose.
Yep.
Which makes sense because my cat always bites me on the nose.
Yeah, exactly. He's not being loving.
You think she's testing me?
100%.
She's like, is he alive?
If
Is
he
gonna
does
move
not
back?
wake up, it's like literally she just ate. But she's like, look, if this dude doesn't wake up, I'm going to eat this nose until he tells me to stop. If he tells me to stop, I'll stop.
If he flinches,
I'll stop.
I know he's alive.
I'll stop. I'm not going to.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. Give me a bite.
That's what it is.
That's what she says.
I'm
going
gonna
to eat the whole thing. Make a video for me. Such a good skit.
All right. I mean, I guess.
Yes.
I guess my cat's trying to eat me.
Yeah. Kramer in Pittsburgh.
Well, if you remember, Sammy, you told me before that I need to turn off the fucking radio, stop listening to talk stations, and
That's right.
listen to a little bit music. I do get all my information from you, Joe Rogan, and the Theo Vaughn podcast. And Theo Vaughn had a coroner episode on there, I don't know, 6 months ago. And the coroner said, your dog's absolutely going to start eating you when it gets hungry. And cats only take a few hours until they start eating their owners.
See?
They see
What a
it
bunch
as
of
an
assholes.
opportunity.
I 100% Kramer. Thank you. Thank you for shedding some light. First of all, this idea that like dogs are too nice to ever eat their owners is totally insane.
Right,
Like,
but they're only doing it when they absolutely have to.
Right, and that will happen.
Just like Yellow Jackets.
that, of course. But I mean, your children will eat you. If your child is stuck in the house,
She eats protein bars.
if your child is stuck in the house with no food,
Uh-huh.
and you are dead and long dead,
Yeah.
of
No.
course your child will
No,
eat
she's going to
no.
go out and get something.
No, if that wasn't accessible. Dogs can't go out and get something. That's my
But I
point.
mean, if she's stuck in the house, then what? She...
Okay, so say she's stuck in a forest like Yellow Jackets,
Okay.
and you're dead because you slept outside in the snow.
Yeah,
Like
I
an
mean, it would
idiot.
have... Yeah.
Like you were pouting. They don't like me anymore. I'm gonna sleep in the snow, and now you're dead. Like, way to prove your point, idiot.
You think I would do that?
Of course you would.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Of course you would.
They don't
Oh, fine. If you don't like me, I'll sleep in the snow, and now you're dead. Stupid. Way to go. That was real. That was a smart move. And yes, and then yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for survival.
So, and that's what I'm saying. You guys are like, no, your dog would never eat you. Of course, your dog would eat you.
Dogs will eat for survival. Cats are just like, there's a tasty treat.
I mean, cats don't even have to be hungry.
No, they're not. My cat bites me on the nose all the time.
It's
Now
like-
I know why.
We still have all these things in the automatic
Yeah, hey,
feeder. Like, there's still a week's worth of food in the feeder. They're like, I'm gonna go for the meat. I
look at
think
all that dry food.
Yeah, no, no. You should never have cats.
So you gotta put a hard-boiled egg in there.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine Mr. Toots, Troy's cat? Like, he eats like a king. The idea, if anybody were to stop feeding him, he'd eat Troy and his fiance like in a heartbeat.
Troy would be the first to go.
Yeah, you'd hear Troy screaming. Mr. Toots would not stop. Corey in Rockland.
Hey guys, good morning. So the woman who played Aunt B on the old Andy Griffith show, it's the urban legend that she was dead so long that she got eaten by her 5 or 6 cats
I believe that.
until she was found.
I believe it. See? Aunt B.
Yeah,
Thank
she-
you, Corey. Aunt B got eaten by her cats. And then the cats started to eat each other. They're terrible animals. Pierre in Virginia.
Hey, boys. Good
Hey, man.
morning.
Hey.
Sammy, you remember when you talked about it a lot, when Gene Hackman was getting bothered a little bit ago, not even a couple years ago, in New York, they were like, Gene Hackman looks old, and he was ready to fight. at 90-something. You remember that?
Oh,
when Jimmy
yeah.
was mad?
Oh, yeah.
And then he got in a car crash in his Volvo that our parents have, and he was ready to scrap, right?
Yes.
You remember that one, too?
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone was like, oh, man, Gene Hackman's like my dad. And my dad is a lot like Gene Hackman.
Nice.
But poor, pitiful me, my dad was more like Dennis Hopper from Hoosiers. I'm hitting a home run, and he's drunk at the Chiefs Club, and I see his car in the Chiefs Club parking lot next to the ballpark.
Sure.
And he's like, shows up, I heard you hit a home run. You know how they died, right? It's carbon monoxide like Weird Al's parents.
Yeah, I think that's right, Pierre.
Oh, is that how Weird Al's parents went?
Yeah, I totally think.
I remember
it's-
that messed him up.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Shit. Yeah, and it's one of those things that it's just like a totally dumb, like never should have happened type of accident.
Just forget to turn the oven off.
Whatever it is, or there's a leak that you didn't know about, or whatever. That's why they have carbon monoxide detectors on all the smoke detectors now. It detects both because
I should install some.
it's such a scary. Nah, don't worry about it.
You think I'm good?
It'll be totally fine. But it's such a scary thing because you literally have no idea.
No, I know.
Until it's too late. I mean, that's a good point. Mike in Alabama.
Hey.
What's up,
So
Mike?
did nobody ever see Batman Returns where she fell out of the window and the cats immediately started eating her?
Like, immediately.
They don't have to wait that long. Yeah,
No, I thought
they
that
don't
was
have
for
to wait
effect.
a month or a week.
Nope. As soon as the body is
as soon as you're dead.
the body is still warm. That's how Catwoman got made. Like Michelle Pfeiffer from Dangerous Minds. Thank you, Mike. Fell out a window.
Is this a?
And every cat in Gotham was like, "Oh, that's good eats."
These are related?
Yeah, cats eat people.
No, Dangerous Minds.
Yeah, that's Michelle Pfeiffer from Dangerous Minds. This is right before she started being a teacher. That's why
Right
she
before?
was. Yeah,
she was
yeah.
a teacher when she was Catwoman?
Yeah, that's why she was so weird as a teacher. That's why she thought,
Okay.
like, oh, maybe if I give them a baby Ruth, they'll do well on their test.
I mean, look at all these cats. First of all, I'd be psyched. If all these cats came out and I was
Oh.
alive, I'd be like, hey.
I would love that too. You'd bend down with your little wispy fingers trying to get them to feed, and they would just attack you.
I have an outdoor cat. I hang out with her all the time.
You are an outdoor cat.
Stray cats are awesome.
Yeah, I mean the band.
Yeah, also the animals.
Oh, okay.
Also, she doesn't look like she's being eaten.
She's being, yeah, they're nibbling on her.
I see no marks.
Well, they don't start. With,
Oh, okay,
okay,
there
there.
we go.
See, they start with the fingers.
Oh, that's a
It's called plausible deniability.
Yeah, I
These
see.
cats are vicious and smart. And then they invented Catwoman that way. These were radioactive cats. A lot of people don't realize that.
That makes sense.
Yep.
That's how she got her powers.
100%.
All right. Well, rest in peace, Gene Hackman.
Rest in peace to Gene Hackman. And then it fucked me up yesterday in the afternoon when and now I saw Harriet the Spy was trending. And I was like, what are we, just listing great movies? And we lost Michelle Trachtenberg yesterday at 39 years old. I guess she had a liver transplant not too long ago. And that, they say natural causes, but it's hard. I mean, clearly it's related somehow because she's 39 years old. But yeah, all throughout our childhood anyway, she was on Adventures of Pete and Pete, Harriet the Spy. She was like one of those Nickelodeon regulars. And then she ended up doing like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she was in Euro Trip. Remember that? I knew.
She was in Euro Trip.
I know that's where you knew her from. Euro
Classic.
Trip. Yes. Yes.
Scotty doesn't know.
No. Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then she was on Gossip Girl,
She was on
too.
Gossip
She had like
Girl.
a crazy ass run. She played Penny in Inspector Gadget, which, Inspector Gadget wasn't a runaway success, but the role of Penny is an important role in Inspector Gadget. But it fucked me up, especially because, in my younger days, when I was on the Nickelodeon hidden talent game show Figure It Out, she was one of the panelists. She was one of the judges. She was one of the people trying to figure out the hidden talents. It was Phil from Nick Arcade, Lori Beth Denberg from All That, Little Pete, Danny Tamborelli from Pete and Pete, and then Michelle Trachtenberg was there.
Wait, you were on that?
Yeah, bro.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks.
Sam, this isn't about you.
I know. Michelle Trachtenberg was on it, is the point. But I was on the show. I was. Yeah.
I can't believe she was the first one to go.
I know.
Kind of feel like it should have been you.
I mean, first of all, Summer Sanders is way older than me. And second of all,
Okay, yeah, but why are you trying to kill Summer Sanders?
well, you're trying to kill me. I'm just
I'm just saying, like, if I look at everybody, if I look at everybody on that show,
Now I'm fighting for survival. I'm going to go Summer Sanders. I'll go Phil from Nick Arcade. Like, sorry guys. Like, I love you guys. Summer Sanders is the tits. She's the best.
not according to you.
Well, I'm not taking her over me.
I mean, I guess Phil from Nick Arcade could go first.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm in the pool, it's me and Tamborelli fighting for the final survivor. But
Michelle Trachtenberg's a bummer.
Big bummer. Like, you kind of forget that she was, for that generation, like, iconic. Are you a Michelle Trachtenberg fan? Because
I am.
that feels like it's right in your pocket.
Yeah, she was my Ice Princess.
That's right. She was an Ice Princess, a Disney classic.
And 17 again with Zac Efron. That was a staple for me.
17. What's Ice Princess?
Ice Princess is she was like an ice skater. Isn't that with what, Anne Hathaway?
No. She's the lead, and then her mom is super famous. What's her name?
Julia Roberts?
No.
She's
Kim Cattrall.
No, Joan.
Joan
No,
Cusack.
yeah,
Joan Cusack. That's right.
Let's not go like super famous. She's literally
Joan Cusack is super famous.
She's not even the most famous Cusack.
That doesn't mean that she's not super famous.
She's famous. I mean, super famous is like what I said, Julia Roberts.
I didn't know we were throwing shade at Joan Cusack.
Well, look,
Lord.
We're speaking truths on a Thursday. That's what we do.
Dude.
I just meant like you guys would know her, and I know her.
She is
So
famous.
That's good.
She's famous. I didn't say she's famous.
She plays Jessie in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, voices Jessie in Toy Story.
Okay, and Tom Hanks voices Woody.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Joan Cusack and Tom Hanks are equally famous. Good point.
Shameless.
Yep, she was on Shameless.
She was Aaron's mother in The Office.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aaron.
Tom
Remember?
Hanks, Tom Hanks was in Big.
Yeah, remember? She didn't get it. She was like, yes.
Aaron. Yeah. Oh, my God. Speaking of absolute Hollywood tragedies, ladies and gentlemen, what are we in? Decked out head to toe, tops and bottoms, matchy. Louis Vuitton, that looks like.
Hell fucking yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Who Kid has arrived.
Some fucking gin and juice.
Make yourself comfortable. What's going on, DJ? Welcome.
What's up, niggas?
What's going on? How are you doing, man?
I'm chilling.
Where are you sitting, Who Kid? Wherever you want. Sit down. Sit down. Make yourself at home. Who Kid? We were talking. Did you hear about these Hollywood legends that we lost? Passed away.
Really?
Yes.
George Clooney dead?
No, George Clooney. George Clooney is very much alive. Very much alive. I'm talking about Gene Hackman. You know Gene Hackman?
Why that name sound familiar? Ain't he the Batman motherfucker?
No, he's not the Batman motherfucker. He was in...
Oh, Gene Hackman.
Gene
He
Hackman.
been on them crazy army movies and shit.
He did. I mean, it seemed he probably did some army movies,
I saw
right?
him with some camo. He be wearing camo out
He
there.
has worn camo out, in these streets. But yeah, he did a lot. He, his wife, and his dog, they unfortunately passed away. They were found dead in their home together.
Him and his wife?
And their dog.
They committed suicide?
I don't think so. I think carbon monoxide.
Oh. So they committed suicide?
No. Accidentally. Like when there's a carbon monoxide leak or there's just carbon monoxide in the house. And
No. They committed suicide.
Okay, wow. I don't think so, but that's your theory. And then Michelle Trachtenberg. This is who we were talking about. 39 years old. Take it too soon. Michelle Trachtenberg.
I'm 54. I don't know why I ain't dead yet.
No, I was actually just thinking that myself.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking die.
Yeah, Michelle, Harriet the Spy.
What?
Yeah, Harriet the Spy.
Yo, white people are dying in fucking groves.
It's a tough time for us.
What happened, man?
Well, she had a liver transplant like not too long ago. I guess she was sick or whatever. And then I don't know if it was complications from that. I mean, they're saying natural causes, but at 39, I don't know what natural causes.
So I think Bill Gates is killing y'all because Bill Gates is trying to kill us. You know what I'm saying?
He
So
was trying to kill you guys for a while?
with the food and everything, right?
Bill Gates.
Yeah, he got that. He got the DNA. He got all the GMOs and the fucking clone meat and all that.
Sure,
But
sure.
you guys eat our shit too, so
It's good. It
you
tastes
dying
good.
with us.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Trying to pump the low nutrition, high chemical food into low income
Fuck
areas.
Bill
You're saying-
Gates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
nigga.
That
Yeah.
sounds crazy.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
who do you have with you here, DJ Who Kid?
I brought K. Charles, man.
Hey, K. Charles.
Hey, what's going
What's
on?
going on?
Hey, it
This is
feels
actually
cra-
his first interview.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on Sirius XM.
That's right.
Lit.
That's right.
It's
He
crazy.
popped his cherry.
That's what I was hoping I'd pop someone's cherry this morning.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know why me and Sam always do a lot of things first. Because the last time I was with Sam Roberts, we were with Diddy.
Okay, that wasn't the last time.
All right,
That was not the last time.
The last time I remember.
Okay.
There was one instance we're doing everything we can to scrap the photo from the internet entirely. There was
That's a wild night.
Yeah, no, there was a red velvet cake involved. It was
I almost dropped it on him, and then Sam was laughing.
Yes,
because he's allegedly he unalives people.
Are you talking about P. Diddy?
Yeah, so
unalives.
That's the new word now.
No, that is. Yeah. You're keeping up with the kids.
Can't say kill a nigga.
Right.
You know
Yeah, no, you can't say that. You should never say that.
You could drop the M-bomb on here?
Nigga, I'm the only one.
Wait. He can.
I've been gave Sam the pass, but he don't want to do it.
I haven't utilized my pass in quite some time.
You don't want to get fired.
No, yeah, or worse.
Yeah. What's worse, getting fired or canceled?
Diddy.
Probably Diddy is the answer. Yeah.
Well, the last time we were with Diddy, before we get into K. Charles,
yes,
that was a wild interview.
It was.
It was. Very...
So you want to know why we interviewed Diddy together? I will expose you.
This guy's a snitch, man.
So Who Kid came to me because Who Kid's he's always K. Charles, you know this. He's always got a scam.
He's got a scam.
Always got a scam. And he goes Sam. He goes, Diddy's coming up here. And this was before. I've never been to a Diddy party. You probably knew because you've been to Diddy parties. No, you probably knew everything that was happening.
No, I've done events, but I don't go to his house. Like everything bad happened at the crib.
Then you were never at the house?
Never, ever. So when the videos come out, you're gonna see me in there.
Lucky you, because they're putting the Epstein list out today. The Diddy list is next.
Definitely, I would have my dick out if I was there.
yeah.
You would have seen my dick.
That's right.
I know you want to see it too, you faggot.
That's we don't. That's you make terrible choices. But he goes, Sam. He goes, Diddy's coming up here. I go, oh, that's great. I go, are you going to interview him? He goes, yeah, except 50 hates Diddy. And I was like, oh yeah. I remember that 50 hates Diddy, and now everybody knows that 50 hates Diddy because he's putting out that documentary.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
He goes, 50 won't. I can't interview Diddy, and he goes, and Eminem hates Diddy too. Wow. He goes, I can't interview Diddy on Eminem and 50 Cent station. Like they'll both be mad at me. I go, oh okay, yeah, you're in a pickle. And he goes,
a pickle.
Yeah, you're in a pickle.
Hey, yo.
And he goes, okay, here's what we need to do. You need to do the interview with me, and we need to tell everybody we're doing it for your show. But like, you'll just be in there with me. I'll do the interview, and you ask some questions, and then we'll play it on your show. Yeah. But Diddy will think he's on my show.
Exactly, because it was too late to cancel.
Right.
I didn't want to get beat up.
Right.
He was up here physically.
Right, and you never know.
What year that was?
That was probably
a long time ago.
It was definitely way before the pandemic. It was at least it was when I was doing the night show, so it had to be 8 or 9 years ago.
It's like 1,000 baby oils ago.
That's right. It was probably like
hey, you got
the baby oils alone. This guy's on his live.
He turned it off.
Just turned off yo.
K. Charles
man, relax.
He turned his Instagram live on when he walked in, and he was like, oh, "All right, we've given the people enough."
Who season, baby?
Who season?
Yeah, everybody dying where we at too. A lot of rappers are dying too, right? Didn't the rapper just die?
Which rapper died?
I don't know.
Which rapper passed away?
I try to stay out that.
Yeah. Who's dead?
I mean, I honestly don't care. So
you don't care.
Lord.
You don't
care. You're a selfish person.
You gotta do research.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yeah, did he? 2015. It'll be 10 years ago in November.
Oh my God!
Wow, I had hair.
For real?
I had hair when we interviewed Diddy. Yes.
Comb over or?
No. It was still standing strong 10 years ago. It was still standing strong.
I mean, like he was mixed. Like he looked like he had a black father.
That is true.
He cut it off, right?
That is true.
I'm dead ass. I wish I was. He had like curls. I don't know why.
That's true.
Aren't you white?
That's true. Who knows?
You can't say this on regular
Who's
radio.
To say? No. I can't say it on satellite radio. But.
I'm still in the era of us back in the days with the homies.
Right. That's right.
I don't know if you can say their name, but yeah.
That's.
So you're the last man standing. You're the last white man.
I suppose so.
You should write a book, The Last White Man.
White Man, like The Last of the Mohicans.
The Last White Man on Sirius XM.
That's right.
You should put that book out.
That's right. You think people would be into it?
Sam, I remember I used to do your show. I used to be on there for 5 minutes, right?
Right, doing like the after show and stuff
Literally
like that.
5 minutes. Oh, we got to get off. I was like, "Yo, what's up, Sam?" Well, we're off. Now you're like Dolo. You're like fucking running the shit yourself.
That's right.
You got notes and shit.
It's just survival.
I love these guys.
It's just survival. Well, what have you been up to, Hookit? I mean, I see you're everywhere. You have designer clothing that matches everywhere you go.
Louis Vuitton kind of hooks me up.
Are you being outfitted by them?
I do a lot of their events and stuff.
Yeah, see, when I saw you wearing Louis Vuitton everywhere, I said, well, he got free clothes.
Yeah, you know that. Shit. Fuck that, I'm over here getting kidnapped by, this guy over here. We got an EP dropping.
You do?
Yeah.
Big EP dropping March 7th. Guess who? So it's like, it's something major that's going to come out for both of us.
But you know what's going to happen now? We got to get him in Rolling Loud now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Because,
should we broadcast live from Rolling Loud?
We're backed by Rolling Loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He does Rolling Loud. Every Rolling Loud, he's there.
That's fantastic.
So if you want to
Portugal.
come.
Yeah, we were thinking about getting involved in Firefest too.
No, I ain't fucking with that.
Okay, all right. So maybe we'll do
cheese
Rolling Loud
sandwiches and
instead.
shit.
That was the thing on the island, right?
Yeah, with the cheese sandwiches.
And he's still charging $1,200 for a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You said 14?
1,400.
Oh, that's even worse.
You know what I could do with 1,400?
No, we were looking at it yesterday.
Yeah, a prostitute.
You probably had a couple for 1,400
in Vegas.
Yeah. We were looking yesterday, and there is a price package available for 1.1 million, but you could bring 7 of your friends.
Yo, please, man.
They don't have any guests booked. Yeah, they don't have any performers booked.
Extremely rich white people, don't be stupid again, man.
They will be. They will be.
They gotta be stupid if they go back again. Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers sleeping
Trapped on an island,
Yeah, they were trapped on an island.
Yeah. That's something I wouldn't do, I can't swim, so.
Look at that. the Prometheus god of fire.
Right.
I don't want to go to that shit.
But it sounds exciting. Doesn't it sound exciting?
It's tricking all these white people, man.
Never go to a place you can't pronounce the first letter.
Is that in pesos?
No, that's a good question because it is in Mexico. It's a good question. 1.1 million American.
How much is $1 million in pesos? It might be in pesos. I don't
know. I think $1 million. Wrong. $1 million in pesos is like $17. I think. It's,
oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's very, very affordable.
You got to be really stupid to go back and get tortured again with this dude, man.
But I think some people are so driven by content.
Yeah.
And getting content that they want to go for the disaster so that they can upload the disaster on their YouTube channel.
Idiots.
Yeah.
First of all, the reason I didn't go to Fire Festival is because Ja Rule was a partner.
Of course.
So me and Waka Flocka, we did the party for Fire Fest. The first party before everybody got tortured. We did that in New York.
Party.
Yeah, we did a promo party, and I'll never forget it. We had it was me, Waka, and we had this guy. He looked like it was Santa Claus came to the club. Mm-hmm. So it was me, Waka, and Santa Claus turning the fuck up.
Right.
And then everything was ruined when Ja Rule came. I was so pissed. So then Ja Rule sees me, and then he hated on me. He was like, "Yo, fuck that. Yo, who kid better not be on that." On that fucking, the artist booking because they were booking Waka because Waka was good friends with him.
Right.
What was the white boy name again?
The one who was booked, Billy McFarland?
Yeah, that's Waka's homeboy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So Waka didn't go because Ja Rule.
He nixed it.
He cock blocked us.
Wow.
He did that.
Well, I mean, honestly, he probably did you guys a favor.
Oh, yeah, Irv Gotti.
Yeah, kind of.
Recipes to Irv Gotti, right?
No, I'm good.
Oh my god.
Fuck that
That's
nigga.
Disrespectful.
Die, nigga, die.
Yeah.
From the words 50 Cent body is it me right now.
Yeah,
pause.
yeah. That's good. That's a good pause, especially with all the Diddy stuff going on. You do need to clarify. But yeah, Irv Gotti, who famously was the head of the record label Murder Incorporated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he passed away recently. He was an icon of his era in hip hop. But I guess that's another person that your group, headed by 50 Cent and Eminem, did not get along with extremely well.
Yeah.
50 was also seemed very disrespectful to the memory of the late great Irv Gotti on his Instagram account.
I mean, the guy tried to like I said, allegedly unalive 50, and he admitted he cock blocked 50.
Wow.
In the industry, he admitted it.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't want 50 Cent to get a deal. I called every label, and I told every label, if you fuck with 50 Cent, my artist is not doing no music. And remember back then he had DMX, he had Jay-Z,
yeah,
and Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule was like extremely popular.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ja Rule was big back then.
He was big until 50.
Until 50 came in, and we all realized he's small. Like literally.
Is it true that 50 Cent bought out the first 5 rows of a Ja Rule concert?
I mean, I don't like snitching. Supposedly. I saw a big pile of fucking shit. I saw a lot of like tickets in the crib. I don't know where.
You did?
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
Well, who's to say? I like that they were all hard tickets too. It's not like it was on the app or anything. We're still using paper tickets.
It was back in the days.
Yeah, I need you to send me 5 rows worth of paper tickets, please.
You got to come to, I would like to see Sam at your show, like turning up, crowd surfing.
Nah, for sure.
You think I would crowd surf?
Yeah, I usually.
That's what these kids do, man. They jump on each other's heads.
Yeah, there's a lot of rock influences now in hip hop, and the way especially in the concerts, right? Like a lot of high energy.
Well, he's from Florida with
I'm from Miami.
The Triple X, and
right.
He passed away too. R.I.P.
Yeah, RPX, man. Nah, the Florida scene, especially the South Florida scene, we really brought back that mosh pit type of vibe.
Yeah.
From Denzel Curry, Raider Clan, Rob Banks, you feel me? Whole bunch of artists, but that's typically what we're known for right now.
I love it.
We're superstars.
Can you test Sam? Can you say? I can't say it. How you say his name? Extension.
Oh, XXX Tentacion.
All right.
XXX Tentacion.
What are you from Spain? Come on.
I'm a cultured person.
I'm a cultured like that. You tapped into Miami though? You be knowing about Miami artists? And
Yes,
stuff
I
like-
do.
Name 3.
What? I didn't realize there's going to be follow-up questions.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know. I can't ask those on
No,
here?
no follow-ups.
Okay, for sure. Okay,
I mean, he do be in Miami. The back of his head is tanned. Not his face, man.
Y'all boys, y'all talk like brothers.
We've been doing this shit for a long time.
That's right. Actually, the last time we were actually together, I think, was in Tampa.
Oh yeah, I brought the Lambo to the fucking.
Yes,
show.
I did a live
Yeah.
wrestling podcast.
That was my first time.
You was wrestling?
No, I do a pro
No, I was.
wrestling.
I just came from getting beat
He
up.
wrestled.
Oh, you was wrestling?
He got put through a door.
Wow.
Travis, did you know DJ Hookah got put through a door at an independent wrestling show?
Fucking TNA.
So yeah, we did a wrestling podcast at a comedy club. DJ Hookah, of course, pulled up in a Lamborghini outside the club.
I like how white people say that. We say Lambo.
They said
Lamborghini.
All right, go ahead.
And then I got one of the old timers on stage to give Hookah advice on how to break into the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Did you think the advice was? It was Gerald Briscoe. Did you think
That's right.
It was valuable advice?
I mean, I didn't take it, but yeah.
I do love that he took it seriously. He was like, "Oh, you're getting into the business," and you're like,
But you got to respect the fact that I'm the most non-wrestling individual, because even K. Charles laugh at me. Like I'm getting thrown through walls.
"I don't know what you're doing."
I'm explosions. I'm coming out at AEW with in London with explosions and production and
That's so dumb.
What's the best wrestling move?
Probably the DDT.
You like the DDT?
I said RKO.
RKO.
What's that?
RKO out of
You never
nowhere?
heard of the RKO?
Come on. In Florida, we always talk about the RKO.
The RKO.
Look at Sam. Yeah, we were out there.
That's me with the Lamborghini. I got to show this to my kid because he watches YouTube now, so he talks about Lambos all the time.
That's fire, yo.
Yeah.
That's an ill photo, man.
That's a nice backpack.
That's my backpack.
LV backpack.
Yeah.
Culture vulture.
By the way, no, because all this designer stuff, you're the culture vulture, okay?
Yeah, I know,
this designer stuff was it wasn't in part of hip hop culture. Okay, this is like Italian designers, high fashion. You start wearing this, you're the culture vulture.
Fashion is so 360 now.
It really is.
And you're talking about all these people dying. They all died with fly gear on. All these white people.
Why?
That's true.
The comments is like in Arabic.
Nigga, we worldwide. Nigga.
We're worldwide. That's right.
That's Thailand.
That's right.
Oh, that's
Thai.
Thailand?
That's right.
They're like,
I didn't realize you speak Thai. That's pretty impressive.
that means, why are you with that white guy?
Sarika.
Is that what they're asking? Oh, okay. Did you hear, by the way, we were talking about, people in jail and stuff. I was watching the local news because it applies to New York.
You said J-Lo?
I did not say J-Lo.
You said jail or J-Lo?
Jail.
Okay.
They sound the same.
She sucks, by the way.
J-Lo? Was she going to end up in jail because of the Diddy stuff?
Probably. That's why she got that $20 million from them Saudis and that
Oh, wow.
stupid ass show.
Wow. You're not a J-Lo fan.
I'm a fan. I'm cool, but she sucks. She just can't sing.
Okay.
Did you see that shit?
You say, but you're hitting me with conflicting statements right now.
Yeah.
You said I'm a fan.
I'm a
She's
girl-
cool,
Yeah.
but she sucks. She can't
You like
sing.
J-Lo? You a young kid?
I like that movie she did.
What?
When she had, like, when she was that fighter.
Oh yeah, the revenge movie.
Yeah,
She had
I
to
like
learn to
that
fight to
movie.
get revenge. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
What's that? Get Out?
I was not in the movie Get Out. That was a different film.
yo, that's that funny,
That was a
Well, she sucks, but the only reason I'm giving her like the
Jordan
double
Peele film. Was Get Out. Different movie.
the only reason I'm giving her the double effect is
Yeah.
she saved my life from Ja Rule.
Jennifer Lopez saved your life
Yeah.
from Ja Rule.
Swear to God.
How did that happen?
She does this annual Bronx show. You know, in the Bronx. She's from the BX, supposedly.
Okay,
you know.
well, because I saw her.
Jenny from the block.
I
you know?
saw her talking about like her order at a bodega, and I've never heard this order before. It was like a ham and cheese sandwich and like an orange juice.
How
And she was
about
like,
when
"If
she-
you know, you know." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
How about when she went to the crib, like her old, supposedly her original house, and then nobody knew her.
Nobody in the neighborhood knew who
She
she
didn't even know
was.
her name. She was like, "Help J-Lo." And the guy was like, "Hey, wait. Get out of here!" Some Spanish dude was telling her to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's conflicting background stories with her. So how did she save your life? First of all, how was
So-
your life in danger from Ja Rule? And then how
Well, T.I. invited me and J-Lo to come to the concert because the only reason I went is 'cause
TIP?
Yeah, TIP.
Wow.
Tip. Yeah, pause.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, yeah. There's a lot of gay stuff going on here.
Sure.
Yes. It's okay to be gay. We're all gay. Anyway.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, Tip, right?
Yes.
He invited me to the show, but he came and picked me up in a golf cart because I parked outside.
Oh,
So
that's
I
great.
met him. So he said, yo, partner,
Right.
cuz, whatever.
Was he using like large vocabulary words?
Yeah, like tuberculosis. I'm saying all kinds of big words,
Sure.
like superlative, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he picked me up, but he didn't tell me that every 50 Cent enemy was inside the VIP. Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, Fat Joe, like everybody.
This
like,
is actually the 50 Cent Enemy Festival. I don't know
yeah,
if you
but
knew.
because they all fuck with J-Lo. J-Lo did songs with every 50 Cent enemy. Yeah.
Of course, she was like her and Ja Rule were like that was a whole.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. So I told T.I., yo, man.
I know why. You're stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. I'm extremely dumb. So I'm telling him, yo, man, this shit is not over. He's like, T.I.'s like, what? The beef is still going? I say, bro, it's never going to stop.
Yeah.
And you're bringing me into the lion's den right now. Like,
Right.
And I'll never forget Ja Rule looking at me, his eyes. Like, he was looking at me like, "Rrr." So the first person that laughed was French Montana.
Sure.
And that's when he was dating Khloe Kardashian.
Sure.
And
Crazy
Chloe
time.
was like, "What?" You know, French was like, "What are you doing here?" And then Chloe starts laughing. So then Chloe runs and tells J-Lo, "I think Who Kid's about to get beat up." So she leaves her dressing room and comes all the way out and was like, "Don't nobody touch Who Kid. Leave Who Kid alone. I got whatever. Gate la boca.
Sure.
Aquí no te lo trago.
Sure.
Arroz con pollo.
Right.
Pizza arroz con pollo.
Right.
So I was like, it's not that serious. So T.I. was like, yo, I got my knife. I'm gonna stab everybody for you right now.
It's like T.I. You don't need to.
He's real.
He
He's
is real.
He's a real guy.
He's
yeah.
a real guy.
Yeah. So then
He's got
after-
a whole career to worry about. He shouldn't be running around stabbing people.
I like the ultimate fucking maxi pad. So Chloe grabbed my hand and took me to the front.
She did.
So nobody could like touch me. and,
So you were saved by J-Lo and Khloe Kardashian.
yeah, Khloe Kardashian. She was like my BFF back in the days.
She has your back.
Yeah.
We interviewed her mom together one time.
I know. I was trying to fuck her, but
You were?
Wow.
How'd that go?
it's another young nigga fucking her.
Okay. You were hoping to be the. Yeah, I understand.
Young niggas fucking these rich people, man.
Is that what's going on?
I saw Cher with a young nigga.
Really? Was that at the SNL 50th?
Madonna got a young nigga. Cher
does?
got a young nigga.
Wow.
It's like you go buy a young nigga now. You go to fucking Best Buy and get a
they're
young
available.
nigga. They got a young nigga package
I had no idea.
for fucking all these rich white fucking women, yo.
Oh, that's it right there.
Hanging out with Kris Jenner.
You got an afro?
Look, he looked like he mixed. He looked like his black father left his ass.
Do I have more? You think I have more credibility in the Miami scene now? If we get those pictures out?
Nah, you valid. You seem valid.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Nah, valid.
No, what I was going to bring up actually has to do with the Kardashians. Not Khloe, but Kim.
Mm-hmm.
So Kim Kardashian, I don't know what even that is.
I
I don't
don't
know
know
why
what's
they're
going
using my
on.
stuff. Kim Kardashian is getting sued because she does like all the crime reform stuff now, jail
Oh,
reform,
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to get people
Everybody
out of
locked
jail.
up,
Yeah, Freedom Boys.
Right. So she goes on Instagram and she's doing the right thing. Like this is when people get sued for doing the right thing. I don't know. I just think it's hilarious. She's doing the right thing. She goes on Instagram and she posts this photo and she goes, "This is so-and-so." She lists his name. "We got to free him. He's on death row. He shouldn't be there. We got to free this guy," right? Except the photo that she posted, it was just a dude.
It wasn't a guy?
Well, she Googled the name.
No way.
And it matched a death row inmate. So she Instagrammed this picture, except the dude was just like a doctor in Westchester. He wasn't a death row inmate. It was the wrong picture.
Nah.
So now this guy immediately has people hitting him up going, "Are you on death row?
Wow.
Do we need to get you out of jail?" This guy.
Look
and
at his
he's
face.
like,
That is so
he don't look
funny.
like he's on death row.
right, that's the guy who's on death row.
Wow.
See, with his big jaw and everything. This guy, who looked like the photo came right off his LinkedIn,
Yes.
is now ended up on Kim Kardashian's Instagram page.
You look like Sebastian.
And it says the state's going to execute him in 2 days. And so all his friends start hitting him up going, "Are you getting executed?
That's crazy.
Is the state going to kill you?" And he's like, "What?" And they're like, "We saw it on Kim Kardashian's Instagram."
But look at his face, though. He deserves to get electrocuted.
Okay, so you're saying if it was him,
He would deserve it.
you'd
With a
leave
face
him
like that.
leave him on death row, you're saying.
I hate his face.
Okay, well that's the problem. His face was met with so much more exposure because of Kim Kardashian's Instagram account. Now he's subject to people like you
That's crazy.
saying that you hate his face, and he doesn't want that kind of attention.
I'm so happy I didn't see him. He reminds me of Sebastian, the comedian, wasn't it?
Sebastian Maniscalco?
Yeah, he looked like a little,
Why would you do that? Yeah.
like a young version.
Right,
crazy.
right.
Yeah.
And so Kim is like, "Well, I deleted the picture right away. Like, it's fine." He's suing Kim Kardashian for putting him on blast like that.
Think about it.
And all Kim is doing is trying to get this poor guy off death row.
He looked like Sebastian.
I think you might think all white people look alike.
So what?
Now you know how we feel.
What if it? What if she didn't change the pictures in in the 2 days? Is he like dead?
Oh, that's a good question. If everybody's trying to save this other
Yeah.
guy from Westchester.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's been 48 hours, right?
yeah.
First of all, he has to sue her because that's immediately 100 million impressions.
Immediately.
Immediately.
I think she said she deleted the Instagram
It's
picture.
over.
Like,
It's too late.
Right. It was up for like 15 minutes maybe.
It's like leaking a dick pic on YouTube and it's not coming back.
It's
over.
not. The internet's forever.
It's over. Your shit is out there. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Remember, you
What
at
do
one
do about
point,
it?
Who Kid thought he was being funny one time, and he came on the air with me, and he was like, "Oh, listen to this," and he played his sex tape off his
Oh
cell
yeah, I
phone.
was fucking some bitch. Yeah.
He had a tape of him having sex with somebody. He didn't realize that
I hate this guy.
we were all quiet.
I didn't know we were live, by the way.
So
Thanks.
you put it right into the microphone. And we recorded the audio and we put it in the intro for the show. We played it every single day.
You for real?
Yes, we
It
did.
was stupid as hell, right?
Yes, we did.
I was like, yeah, baby. Yeah, come here.
Y'all lit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wild, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you're talking
But
about
so-
a show that piss used to come out of vaginas into midgets' faces. Like,
I don't know.
that was the norm.
I don't know anything about that.
Your old show. With your
I don't
old
know anything
homies.
about- I don't know anything
we
about
don't want. We don't want to talk about that. Yeah.
We move forward here.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't look back. Okay.
Well, that's the first thing I saw. I saw a fucking vagina with liquid coming out into a midget face, and the midget was happy.
You know what? I think I was sick that day.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
probably was- I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
I
You were
was-
sick.
I
Yeah. I
think
was
I
there
was-
without you. Yeah. Okay. Whatever,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was just you that day. I think. I don't think I
I
was.
snuck in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I wouldn't have invited you for that. Yeah, so I don't know if this guy's going to be
Scared that lady's nervous.
I don't know if this guy's going to be successful in his lawsuit, but he is trying to get. But I just can't imagine too the idea of Kim Kardashian. He's suing for libel, slander,
He could get it.
emotional distress,
I would be
distress,
too. Yeah.
invasion of privacy,
That's good.
representing him in a false light, and negligence.
What does that mean, negligence?
It means like you're kind of not paying attention. You're being negligent. You're not paying attention to what you're doing. You're not being careful.
with
With
being negligence.
no, that's an E.
Oh.
Yeah, that's negligent.
I
is what
was
that-
like, what?
no. I could see where that would be a
He
problem.
is seeking what?
Compensatory.
Oh, shit.
Right.
That's
you don't
a
read
new
what,
one.
You don't read what your lawyer sends you.
I don't read that shit.
He's seeking.
Only thing I read is what you read pay now.
Right. What's the bottom line? What's the check?
All right, and punitive.
He's seeking compensatory and punitive damages
All right.
in an amount to be determined in court. So he won't even say until we get to court how much I'm suing you for.
God damn.
But he's listing all this stuff: the libel, the slander, the emotional distress, the invasion of privacy, the false light, the negligence.
I'll do 20 M's.
You think 20 M's is...
I'll do 20 M's.
and it's a Kardashian.
Yeah, 20 M's, because then you can land in the middle for like 10, 15.
That's really smart.
I mean, you guarantee get $1 million.
Yeah.
If it's like a payoff.
Right. But even if you start at 20 M and they're like, hey, let's settle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't want to go to discovery. We don't want to go to 20 million. And you're like, we'll give you like $1 million. Okay.
Nah.
You want more than $1 million.
Hell yeah.
Where would you stop? 5, 10?
15.
$15 million.
I'll take $1 million.
Kardashian's lawyers said they would prefer to solve this without litigation.
So you know
that
what that
means a
means.
settlement.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish he'd put my photo up.
Gotta skim some money off that skim deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I know exactly what you're saying.
This is better than a GoFundMe.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know that's why all these people, especially famous people, they don't like to go through with lawsuits.
Mm-hmm.
They like to settle because they don't want to go into discovery. Because in discovery is where all the like evidence gets presented,
Okay.
and that's when you end up going through people's texts, going through people's emails.
Oh, they don't want that shit out.
No, because like you can find stuff that has nothing to do with the case, but it's in discovery, and now it's public. So they go, whoa! Before we get to discovery, let's figure out a number that we can land on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You be in Miami. How many times you see Kim Kardashian?
Never.
What?
I never seen Kim Kardashian. That's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
I see her all the time.
You do?
Yeah.
Is she wearing those Kanye t-shirts? I hope not.
Better not. Hell no.
You still love Kanye?
He's off my list.
Look, now Hookah's getting scared.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I
now.
figured that.
No, every time I hear that word, that name, I'm scared.
Kanye.
Yeah, he scares me. To be
He's
honest,
scary. He's a scary guy.
he's a very powerful guy with his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His mouth is crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Have you ever, Travis, in the amount of time that you've known
Almost
Hookah,
20 years?
have you ever heard him trying to move on to a different topic
man.
quicker?
Terrifying.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying the N word or nothing.
He was more comfortable talking about the Epstein list than he was talking about.
Yeah, that Kanye was a fucking beast, man.
Yeah.
He a Gemini like me, you feel me? So
Yeah.
misunderstood sometimes.
Yeah, but you
I
ain't
mean-
wearing that T-shirt.
What t-shirt?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's don't talk about it.
So where are you
Well, we're trying to get you to come out tomorrow.
tomorrow? Where tomorrow?
Me and with Slushy, we're gonna be at
Slushy?
yeah, DJ Slushy. He's like Marshmello's like ghost producer,
Gotcha.
and DJ.
Gotcha.
So if you want to come out tomorrow, we're gonna be at Racket. So come turn up and
Here in New
fuck with
York,
some
Racket?
hoes. Yeah,
Oh, you'll have hoes there?
yeah. Oh yeah, you're married. Shit, I just met your wife too. I can't.
Me
even do
too.
that. Yeah.
I'm married too.
Congratulations. How long have you been married?
Not official, but
Oh, you're with somebody that you've been
yeah,
together
my
with.
girl don't play that. So I might as well.
She's tuned in right now.
She
bro.
is.
Yeah.
How long have you been in your relationship?
About like 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Well, as your career is like starting to really pop off, do you think it's going to get difficult to remain faithful?
Nah.
Especially, I mean, Hookid is like a terrible influence. You know what Hookid used to do?
But
He used to announce his ex-wife's jogging route and said he bought her new Yeezys. So if you want to assault and rob her, this is where she'll be. And he would do that on the radio. He did this on the radio.
Size 5 is like 5 racks. So people were calling up for that shit. I was like, yeah, I'm joking.
I guess.
funny, bro.
Right. So Hookid is a terrible influence is what I'm saying.
Nah, man. I don't know, man. I'm real chill, man. I'm really down to. I'm really just trying to get to work. You feel me? I'm really just trying to make like hit records right now.
See, Hookid, if you had, you wouldn't have to be 54 and still working at the rate that you're working at if you had that mentality earlier on.
I know, man.
Nah, he a goat. I ain't gonna lie, fuck with Hookid. He a goat.
Of course he is.
He's a young child. You know what I'm saying? They all fuck with me. I don't know why.
You're a mentor now. Is that weird for you?
I did Super Bowl the other day with Don Toliver.
You did?
With like crazy young white kids turning up spring break style, right?
When did you feel that transition happening to the point where you're like, oh, you're like one of the OGs now. You're goated. People have an admiration and respect for you.
When I wear Louis.
That's what it was. Okay.
You know, they don't want to hang with old guys that look old. Imagine I came here looking crazy, right?
You should bring back the oversized white T-shirt,
like wearing FUBU and shit like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
No way. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I have respect for a lot of OGs and old heads, but you know, even your world, like, you still. I mean, would you hang with like those old actors? They don't. I think they're the worst dressed motherfuckers ever.
I do like to hang with people who are dressed well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, you're right.
But you wouldn't hang with, like, I don't know, like Bruce Willis. He's dressing horrible right now.
I mean, Bruce Willis is suffering from dementia. I don't know why you want to hit him with like
shit.
he also doesn't dress well. That's the worst. That's a bummer, you know.
I fucked up with that one.
Is
All
it
right,
the
Jack
only-
Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson also, like, I mean, he literally like just left the house for SNL 50. He's like a recluse now. It's not. And also, like, I would definitely hang out with Jack Nicholson if I had the opportunity.
All right, Al Pacino. He looks like he looks like a bird.
The wig is a lot.
You saw his
Look
hairstyle?
at, I mean, come on. Look at Jack Nicholson. He looks amazing. He's got his Yankees.
What's that called?
Like the Kangol hat.
Oh, the Kangol.
Right.
That's the New Jack City.
Right. That's exactly. Yes, it is.
He's like, here's Johnny.
He does. He looks like The Shining meets Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. That's what he looks like. Rolling up to SNL.
Lil Bow Wow.
He was at SNL 50 introducing Adam Sandler.
Oh, wow.
It was a
Wow.
thrill. It was a thrill. Jack Nicholson is one of the greatest to ever do it.
Well, he's swagged out.
He's super swagged out.
Yeah.
But probably that's his daughter with him. His kids probably keep him kind of hip.
How about the Busey guy?
Gary Busey.
Yeah.
Gary Busey, he's a wild one. He's a wild one. I haven't talked to Gary Busey in quite
Why
some
is
time.
his teeth like that? His teeth look like he ate a rock.
Hey, y'all funny.
He does have big teeth. He does have massive teeth. There he is. He's
He look like he got hit with a bat.
poor Gary Busey.
Crackhead.
No, he's just a positive guy. I don't think he's a crackhead.
All right, he better be 100. How old is he? Like 100?
He's 38.
That's crazy.
38 crack vials.
He's 80? Yeah. You know what? Shout out to Gary Busey. Also, by the way, he got in a motorcycle accident, right, when he was younger and had literal brain damage from it.
Oh, for real?
And he's still rocking and rolling like this. And,
I thought
and you're
he was-
sitting here disrespecting.
I thought he did coke.
Well, he might have. I don't know if he did. He probably did. I mean, he was famous in the 80s, you know.
You need to do a record called Gary Busey. Like, like
you
we
did
all
a record.
turning up, doing
Yes.
coke and shit like
You
that.
think they gonna like it?
If you did a record called Gary Busey,
It'll be lit.
that is true.
What movie? What movie he's famous for? Like TV?
48 hours
48 hours, yeah.
with Eddie Murphy.
48 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and there's the Eddie Murphy connection, too. Yeah.
All right.
Call it Gary Busey. And just-
Call it Gary Busey.
Gary
All right.
Busey.
Man, if you, at this point in his career, got hip-hop to embrace Gary Busey like that,
But
it'd be huge.
who would really? I'm not gonna say who would really care because that sounds rude. But like,
Sounds like who cares?
yeah. But I'm saying like,
Well, you got to make him care. You got to be
Okay.
like you're cool enough to be like, you know what's cool? Gary Busey. And then all your people are like, yeah, he is.
okay.
You know what I mean?
I'd be
Gary
lit
Busey.
if that shit happened because we came on this show. Like, you got a song called Gary Busey.
Right.
And I'm gonna do it.
Right.
I just want to know it's valid though. You feel me? I
No,
just
it's
don't-
valid.
It's
valid.
valid.
All right, man.
I know he
valid.
look like a crackhead, but yeah, he's valid.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
lit.
Yeah. He's like he's a character. Like he's a wild person.
I'm gonna watch that movie. You said 48 hours.
48 hours, but then start looking at like interviews that he's done later
He'd be
in
wild.
life.
He'd be wild.
He's a maniac.
All right.
Yeah.
Tweaking.
Yeah,
He tweaks. He tweaks quite a bit.
We
Yeah.
got to use like audio from the interviews in the intro and then just start the song.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Gary Busey. You don't. I know you're not gonna not show me Al Pacino's fucked up hairstyle.
Well, it's I mean, you know, it's hard to.
Can I see that real
Some
quick?
people don't go gracefully into bald the way I did.
He looks like a little.
Al Pacino, the goat, though.
He is the goat.
He's a goat.
Remember I used to hang with the daughter,
Oh yeah,
Julie
you did.
Pacino.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You really are a social climber.
Yeah. I don't know why. I hang with all the kids of these guys.
I mean, probably my favorite picture I ever saw was Who Kid hanging out with Meryl Streep.
That's random.
It was so random.
Random.
We were like the 90210 hoes back in the days.
Is that what you call it? Meryl Streep was not on 90210.
No. I'm talking about what we used to do. It was me, Steve-O.
Steve-O.
What's his name? The orange chick.
Orange.
She's
Trump?
the Herbie Love Bug chick.
You
Lindsay
met
Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, it was Lindsay Lohan.
Our intern Danielle is a big Lindsay Lohan fan.
Look. Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, back in LA days, it was,
Look at Who Kid hanging out with Jerry O'Connell
Oh,
and
that's
Meryl
crazy.
Streep.
And that's
And who's the guy?
That's what's his name? Superman's son. Fucking
Will Reeves.
Oh, Will Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Reeves.
Yeah, I be hanging with ill white people, man.
You do.
Where your black friends at? Why you
Right
don't hang
here,
with
in
ill
the
black
room.
people?
I'm hanging with one right now.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Hey, y'all funny.
Remember when last time you were at my house? I had my children try on your jewelry.
That was lit.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta.
Who kid showed up with very audacious jewelry? Yeah, there it is. There it is. He showed up with this audacious jewelry, and my wife didn't know what to make of it, but my kids were impressed.
Fucking stupid.
And so, we were like, yeah, let's put the watch and the necklace on my little kids. They were. Very
I didn't even
lit
see your
that day.
kid after a while. It was so much jewelry.
Yeah, he was buried in it.
You like an icy snowman.
That's true. That's true. Well, yeah. I mean, the amount of money that you spend on diamonds and precious metals, that's how much it costs to raise kids. So I feel like my children are my flex.
You gotta get the blue. You gotta get the blue Rolex, man.
I mean, what is that? I don't think Rolex makes blue watches.
Yeah, they do. This has been niggerized.
Oh, I see. I was wondering. I was gonna ask. That's what I was gonna ask.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you make a Rolex blue? What kind of stones are those?
It takes like almost 7 weeks, and then it's like a process.
And are those like some kind of blue diamond or what is it?
It's definitely diamonds mixed with I don't know. It's 40,000. That's how stupid I am.
I don't know. It's 40.
Shout out to Peter Marco.
I don't know
Rodeo Drive.
Yeah. Hey, what kind of stones are those? It's 40,000. I don't know.
What the fuck going on. All I know is back then, so it was 9021 hoes. Who's the fourth person? Damn.
Of the 9021 hoes?
Yeah, it was Steve-O, me, Lizzie Lohan, and Kimberly Stewart.
And Kimberly Stewart, and you were the 9021 hoes.
Yeah, I actually was there when she fell off that motorcycle on MTV.
Really?
I was laughing my ass off.
You thought that was funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it's funny.
I'm mad that she didn't get her leg fucked up, but yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
I didn't know that you had this 9021 hoes group.
Yeah. It was weird. We used to protect them because they were getting fucked up. Steve-O mostly.
Steve-O got fucked up? Steve-O from Jackass?
Yeah, he was like the security guard, making sure it was straight.
Was Steve-O, was this recent enough that Steve-O was sober, or was he still
No, he was Steve-O from Jackass.
Yeah, okay, so he's getting fucked up a
He
little
wasn't the guy now with the dog and all that stupid shit.
Yeah. Although he got a penis. He got a penis tattooed on his face.
Wow.
You didn't hear about that?
It has to hit the black community. It has to hit us that hard.
Okay. I'm glad I could let you guys know.
Thanks for letting us know, though.
Yeah. I'm glad I could disseminate that into
look how uncomfortable K Charles is.
Check that out. And there's
that's too much sauce.
It is a lot of. Well, there's that's.
So instead of teardrop, he has cum drops.
Yeah, that's jizz. Semen.
Holy shit, Steve-O really
seminal
don't care.
fluid. Yeah, no. Yeah, he got a penis tattooed on his head. I think it was for 50th birthday or whatever, however old he was. He's like, you know what I should do? And he got a penis tattooed on his face.
Post Malone did it.
Yeah, Post Malone did it for him.
Oh my lord.
Would you ever let Post Malone tattoo a penis on your face?
No. Hell no.
Oh, okay. All right, that was an easy one. All right.
That's crazy.
It is a little nuts.
That's
a pun. That's a pun. That was good. A little nuts.
It's a little nuts.
That's fun,
little
right?
Nuts. It's a little nuts. I see what you did.
Change his name to Little Dicky.
Little Dicky.
Hey, I got one.
Okay.
I didn't see that coming.
That's great. The drops.
Hey, yo.
That's great.
He's actually the fifth G Unit member.
Steve-O is?
Yeah.
Does that mean he's got beef with Ja Rule?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Guaranteed.
Good.
He hosted all the tapes back then.
He did?
Yeah, hosted mad tapes, skits, freestyles, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to fight. He was like, I'm ready.
Is it weird to you that you've legitimized your career to the point that you're a mentor for people when really your whole career is just based on stealing people's tapes from the studio? And
that's what we're about to do on Sway in the Morning. Mad stolen shit, including K. Charles. Doesn't even know you got robbed. But I like doing it now and shocking people in person. Like if I had a record or you doing a freestyle, I would leak it today.
You would do it?
I never heard you freestyle or rap before.
No?
Can you do one?
No.
Get one of your white boys in here to do it. Can you do it?
No. Travis is pretty good.
All these white people in here, nobody raps?
Danielle, you don't rap?
I mean, I could rap along if there's lyrics I know, but freestyling,
you could be like the white
it's a
sexy
lot.
red.
Did you ever think about that? I know you're just being the white sexy red.
Be sexy white.
That would be an honor.
It'd be an honor,
Yeah.
right? You know, sexy red is involved in wrestling too.
I saw her.
Yeah.
That's the most.
They didn't know what to do with her twerking.
non-place bullshit. I don't know what was going on. That was not.
It's crazy.
That was not right.
No, it wasn't right. It wasn't right. Do you have a favorite song that you rap along to?
Not a favorite.
Mhm.
It's more of like features.
Oh, you like features?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Yeah, of
things,
course.
Like
one of my
Christina.
favorite.
What's the girl that killed Mac Miller?
I don't know. That's
Ariana Grande.
Oh.
She would hate to hear that. I don't know that that's how
That's what
she
we called her, Mac Miller killer.
No, no, I don't think anybody.
Nobody call her.
Nobody calls it. I just know her as the actress from Wicked.
Yo, you just told us this guy got dick on his head. You don't know that
I didn't know.
Ariana Grande is the Mac Miller killer.
I hadn't heard because she was not. I don't think that she's responsible for that.
You taught me some fucked up shit.
And you are.
It's my turn.
Okay. All right.
All right, back to her. She gonna
They
do
were
it?
together, right?
Yeah, no, they were together. I just don't know that she was fully responsible. I think Mac Miller had his own, demons that he was getting through.
No, it fucked up, right? When they broke up. Like, that's some real shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, you're pretty smart. to
All
just be
jokes
like,
aside.
I don't know about no Matt Miller killer, but they broke up though.
Yeah. And then it went downhill after that.
Okay. All
Last
right.
time I saw him was in Thailand.
Breakups are hard.
Breakups are hard.
I ain't killing myself for no pum pum though.
You're not?
Nah.
Good for you.
Nah.
for
There's
you.
more pum pum out there.
People don't realize that, do they?
There's China,
Right.
communist countries. You could get pussy, buy it for $20.
They have Poom Poom there too?
All these rich old white dudes, they marry, they buy a Chinese chick, and they good. There's pum pum.
I forgot about that. No.
Learn pum pum. Back to her. Can she sing Ariana Grande?
No,
song?
I don't think. I think she's talking about like features. Like,
You want me to sing Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
Are
do
you
that,
Sure.
yeah.
What's a good song?
She dated a rapper, so that's close.
The song, I ain't gonna lie, surprisingly, the song RP, the song she has with Mac Miller,
But she got a hard record though. She did.
she
like
got a lot of hard records.
Ariana Grande?
her
Yeah,
music
she
is
go
so
crazy.
good.
what do you think is her hardest record, Danielle?
Oh, I don't know, like Dangerous Woman or something like that.
You like Dangerous Woman? Who could?
I mean,
Yeah.
you know
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You know
That's his life story.
Positions was good.
Shout out to the Haitians, man.
Shout out to the Haitians, by the way.
Shout out to the Haitians.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah.
Nah,
Go ahead, girl.
he said, I don't know where that came from.
Give me one hit.
Wow, this is a lot.
That's a lot.
Can I get the background going?
You maybe like
what song?
an acapella version of.
What's one of her famous ones?
You tell me. Dangerous Woman?
Who Kid loves
Sure.
Dangerous Woman?
Oh, and then there's Problem with Iggy Azalea. No, that one.
You like Iggy, right?
Me?
She got that BBL. I hate BBLs.
You do?
They smell like shit.
Is this an acapella? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
you missed.
All right,
You
here we
already
go.
missed the beginning.
Go ahead.
Get into it. Okay, here we go. Don't need no hold up, taking control of my kind of moment.
Okay.
I need to see the lyrics. Completely focus. My mind is real fast.
Hey.
All that you got, skin to skin. Oh my God, don't you stop.
You good?
All
like that.
okay.
Something about you makes me feel like a dangerous woman.
Fuck
Something about you makes me feel like I wanna love.
Rihanna, nigga.
I forgot about the lyrics. I also have vocal notes. This is kind of high for me.
I like
I sing
that.
down
Let's
the
give-
octave.
No, what you doing here?
I would have been better.
By the way, how funny was it? Now we know why she was like, "Oh, do you want me to sing Ariana Grande?"
That was not no.
and she put a little stank on that one part too.
Yeah.
She went,
I like that. I feel like you were at Bad Boy Entertainment. I'm about to sign you.
Not
Throw some baby oil
Can
on
we
not
get a
bad, not
redo?
bad boy.
Yo,
I don't think you
Deal is signed.
You're about to sign. Like,
You got the contract.
Yeah. Yeah. You were impressed. You've heard all the artists. You've heard all the artists.
Take
You were
that.
impressed?
Take that.
Okay.
no.
She said no.
Now, I thought I told you that we won't
That was
stop.
trash.
Yo, nah, that's fire, yo.
You thought you were impressed?
Thank you.
I am highly impressed.
Yeah,
That
that
song's
was
not
dope.
necessarily my range.
Would you steal that verse and put it on a mixtape?
I need the audio. Like, play it on my show. That was gangster.
That was
Ew.
fire.
You know what I'm
Thanks, guys.
saying?
Yeah.
You know, Mac Miller's looking
That's right.
down like, yo, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know that. Yeah, because he'd be.
She brought the spirit back.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
Shit, but he's bad right now.
He's mad, but that just goes to show what a level of skill we're dealing with. That's a compliment. That's very nice.
K. Charles is so nervous, man. K. Charles, we're not gonna do this at Sway in the morning.
Oh, no, I'm vibing. This is real vibey.
Yeah.
I like.
He thinks it's canceled right now.
Oh, no. I'm vibing. I think I'm real cool. I don't think people will cancel me.
No, there's nothing to cancel here.
I
We're all having a great
I
time.
brought you his single to play too. I got like a cool song for you to play that your white audience would probably like.
We do have a very white audience.
Oh, for real?
For instance, Corey in Rockland. Corey.
Who's that?
Hey guys, once again, two things. Actually, I'm just reading the paper that Gene Hackman might be accidental carbon monoxide poisoning. That's one.
Boom! I told you, I hit the nail on the head.
So it wasn't an unaliving thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes, unalive. And two, Gary Busey wasn't in 48 hours. It was Nick Nolte.
Okay.
Well, now you know how black people feel.
You're completely wrong. Nick Nolte and Gary Busey are not the same person.
I mean, I fucked up.
Good for you, Corey. Good for you.
Thanks, man. That wasn't.
Shout out to Corey.
No, Nick Nolte is also a legend.
He is,
but Gary Busey is the one.
You
know, Gary Busey was in Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was in Rookie of the Year. He played the Rocket.
What's that?
Rookie of the Year was the movie where the kid. See, one is Gary Busey and one is Nick Nolte.
They look the same though. So you're gonna tell me they don't look the same?
I ain't gonna lie. One look like
I am a racist. I look exactly the same. I'm sorry. Now you know how black people feel now.
No,
right?
Rookie of the Year. See, that's Gary Busey. That's Chet the Rocket Stedman,
So
if I'm
you
not mistaken.
you don't look like Nick Nolte right there.
I don't see Nick Nolte. Not for that. No, I don't.
You saw that one with Sam. I think they thought Samuel Jackson thought he was what's his name? They thought he did a Super Bowl commercial. Samuel Jackson cursed out the newscast, the news anchor dude.
Oh, I love that. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was. Damn, I can't believe I forgot the other black guy. The black guy from Batman, the old black guy,
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
they thought Morgan Freeman and Samuel Jackson were the same person.
Yeah,
that's racist.
Yeah,
that's racist.
So now I know how y'all feel.
I mean, they don't look or sound or anything the same.
And Samuel Jackson ripped his asshole out.
He did?
As if he was gay. Like, it was crazy. That's going in the booty.
He went back to Pulp Fiction.
Hey, yo. Hey.
Look.
Oh, is this it?
He was so
Oh,
bad.
my God.
Can you play it? Because I think I think he cursed him out. I am not Morgan Freeman.
Of course, you worked together on Extras.
That's right.
Now, was Samuel the very first? You were
Very
in it.
memorable for you.
You were in it with him.
Yeah, I know I was in it.
Look at this guy.
We do a scene together? Are we in that scene?
No, we didn't do a scene together, but I was one of the
Directing the
directors.
episode?
Yeah, I was directing the episode.
Oh. I can't, you know what?
Well, the sun was out there. That was cool.
Should we delight ourselves by showing a little clip?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But I thought The Matrix, I loved
I
it.
assume.
Amazing.
It's a good film.
Well, no, maybe this is maybe this is
And you
something
were
else.
brilliant in it.
It says
I'm not Morgan Freeman.
I wasn't in that one. I know what you're thinking.
Oh no, this is a skit.
Oh,
the other one was like a real news.
A real news.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in the news.
okay.
There it is. Samuel Jackson was mistaken for Morgan Freeman. That's the one. And he got
This looks like the same. That's the same clip.
Is that the same one?
Yeah.
It's shorter though. It's 30 seconds.
Oh well, yeah. There's the one where he was doing like a news. Like
I went to a restaurant Sunday night, and when I walked in, somebody at another table went, "Oh my God, it's Denzel." And I just kind of looked at the corner of my eye, and said, when I moved on, we got to our table. The guy behind us turned around and went, "Morgan Freeman." No, I'm not Morgan Freeman. Yeah, come on, you're Morgan Freeman. No, I guarantee you, I'm not Morgan Freeman.
Oh my
Took my
god.
phone out, Googled Morgan Freeman, put his picture up, and did that. And the guy was like, yeah.
That's crazy.
How about the Denzel thing? When I remember you were hating with Mr. fucking Ryan Reynolds, man. I remember the stupid ass Denzel shit. He was like, "You don't like no fucking Denzel," and then he came in and jumped in with you and terminated me in that fucking interview, man.
Who, Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah. I was so pissed off that day.
Right, because you said something about.
Because I said I know him, and then
I said you don't. I said you don't look anything like Denzel Washington.
Everybody tells me I look like Denzel.
Denzel's like one of the most handsome guys ever.
He's ugly now, but back then, yes.
Big shout out to Denzel.
Big shout out to
There it
Denzel.
is. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
I hate
remember.
you, yeah.
I didn't
You don't remember dissing me.
This is how long this has been going on.
He's a really, I swear to God, that man is a magician. He's and truly such an amazing actor. So just getting those opportunities to work with guys like that, or you learn so much from them, and you know,
my boy right there. You know what I mean?
Denzel?
What?
You don't know Denzel
What's up,
Washington.
dude? Does that look like him?
please.
They say, who says you look like him?
Yeah.
Denzel.
Whoever says you look like him is racist because there's only one thing you guys have in common.
Well, we're black.
That's right.
I look like him.
Denzel and Nick Cannon had a baby.
That's racist.
That is right.
Look.
I do love that. You know why I love that clip? Because you're trying to give yourself a little compliment, and it completely turns on you. Man, I'm happy about that, to tell you the
I
truth.
got something for your audience too. A little skit from LeBron James.
From LeBron James?
Yeah, he did a drop for me.
All right,
that
here.
I think your audience will love.
Figure that out.
Oh, you got a drop from LeBron?
Yeah. You know him. He already said fucking the All-Star game, so he did a drop for me.
That's great of LeBron to do that for you.
He didn't want to play, you know what I mean? So he said, I'm doing Who Kid a drop.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what, when people don't want to play anymore, they give Who Kid a drop.
He's a legend, man.
LeBron?
Super legend.
Super legend.
Yeah. Would you say he's next to Jordan?
I ain't gonna lie, I think LeBron better.
There's a whole generation of people. who
LeBron
it's
or
like,
Kobe?
LeBron.
R.I.P. shit, Kobe. wow.
Wow.
Some people would say Kobe.
Some people would.
What am I playing here?
LeBron, just do the drop.
If there's like a sex tape
No,
on there.
it's inside K. Charles. All right, go in there and LeBron.
Okay.
Pause.
Oh shit!
It's inside K. Charles.
Yeah.
My bad.
Let's see. Let's take a listen.
What's up, y'all? This LeBron James. I want to give a shout out to my man DJ Who Kid. And I got a very special thanks to all the Sada Pops out there in the land. Y'all keep it coming. Me and DJ Who Kid about to Sada Pop with all these ladies across the country in your motherfucking mouths, nigga.
That's LeBron?
Hell yeah.
That's
before
the Los Angeles
obviously-
Lakers, LeBron James.
Yeah, before NBA. This is when he was in high school.
He's talking about.
I used to hang with him when he was in high school. Like we used to stop at in
First
Cleveland
of all,
on
you need to stop hanging out with high school kids.
No,
I told you that a long time ago.
This is the G-Unit tour
Oh.
back in the days, and we stopped in Cleveland, and I would let like future celebrities or big names go on stage. I wasn't like inviting him to my hotel to finger him. I just like I got him on stage.
No
to hang out
Diddy?
with- no Diddy, man.
Oh,
no,
okay.
we don't
All
do that. No with G-Unit, no gay stuff. But anyway. But he used to just we had a studio on a tour bus, and he would host. That's why he hosted all the mixtapes back then.
Wow,
And
so
that
that's
was
real,
one-
real.
That's super real.
That's hilarious.
And then they did send a cease and desist to Sirius XM because I remember Bladder was like, "What the fuck?" But then he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna let it live because that's like my street cred because it's before the NBA."
So you're saying that the thing that Bladder got in trouble for, you're now playing. So now Jim McClure's going to get in trouble for it.
I don't give a fuck who gets in trouble.
Okay, I understand. All right. Just wanted to make sure. I wanted to see your clarification on that. 866-969-1969.
Well, the other songs is on there, so I wanted to play. Which one you want to play before we leave?
Well, let me take a couple phone calls. People
Yeah.
have questions for you, and
They
then
want to have questions for me.
they
I'm
have
not even
questions
famous.
for. Wow, you're famous adjacent.
What?
Larry in Pennsylvania.
What's wrong with this guy?
Hello, Hollywood Sammy Sweetheart, the Epson journalist Roberts,
That's right.
professional broadcaster.
Wow, that's a real
World-renowned
fan.
That's right.
Wrestling expert.
Yep.
And originator of the blatantly stolen, lonely Virgil.
You got a lot of titles, man.
Larry, it's been a while.
Yes, sir, it has. And hello, Mr. Kidd. And I wanted to ask you, sir, if you consider yourself an elder statesman, the elder statesman of hip hop.
Oh
You
yeah.
have a rich repository of history.
That's right. Thank you,
of
Larry.
how you've lived your life.
Are you an elder statesman at this point?
I have to be because I'm 54, so hip hop is what 50.
Did you ever think?
I was around when there was no hip hop because I used to listen to Depeche Mode and fucking INXS. So then when hip hop came in,
That's when you were Eves.
yeah, shut the fuck up. This nigga got my Haitian shit out. This guy is 6'9" over here. Little Takashi over here. Man. This guy owes taxes. They're coming for you, Sam. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah. I survived all the, transitions.
Yeah.
So I went from, NWA to Conscious. I guess remember there was like the African vibe of, like Brand Nubians, Jungle Brothers, Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest. And then we came in. I was part of the transition with G-Unit.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's after NWA. Then we continued the gangster shit. So, and now then we went from that to Kanye era. Cause he had the
backpack,
the polo shirts and the pink and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, and then after that
Had to
came
get the jeans tighter.
mumble rap. Then everything went to Atlanta.
Right.
But I assimilated and survived every genre where,
Well, because you're always moving forward.
Yeah.
Always moving
I always
forward.
have to think ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for reminding me that I'm 54.
And before before we let you go, because I know you got other stuff to do today, Elmar in Detroit has a question for you.
The D.
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Pause.
There's something up for me, though. What you got to do with that Drake diss track? They shouted you out at the beginning of Push-Ups. Did you do something with that, or is you just
I started the actual Kendrick Lamar going in the studio and going ham. So I was the catalyst, yeah.
No.
So yeah, I'm dead ass. So Drake hit me up to get my Who Kid drop, because whenever you hear Who Kid in the beginning, that means it's either a leak or it's beef.
Right.
So
sometimes both.
No. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So and then he leaked it, like I would, cause havoc. That's why I came into Lucien Grange's radar. So, the Illuminati was like, yo, Who Kid?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it got serious. And then it came to a point where he had to put it on all the DSPs. But the main thing is, I was on the record that started Kendrick to go in the studio and go super ham.
And he did. I saw it at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know, man, I know. That's why I wear bell bottoms now.
You do? Yeah, you do. You do wear the bell bottoms. Yeah. Yeah, he brought him back. He brought him back. Did you ever think in your history, because this is how you made your bones, like all the hip hop beefs and leaks.
Beef. A lot of people don't know I leaked Ether with Nas.
You did?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Me and Nas got together and we went at Jay-Z because Jay-Z was doing, but I had the streets, the bootleg system.
Yeah.
So
that's wild.
A lot of people don't know.
That's wild.
50 Cent dissed everybody. So
yeah, 50 Cent dissed everybody. But now you're at the point where a diss track is getting record of the year at the Grammy Awards.
That's crazy.
And performing halftime at the Super Bowl.
I got 400 million streams off of that push-up song.
Wow.
So 400 million idiots heard, ooh, kid, and don't know what the hell's going on. Stupid ass kids is like, the fuck is this shit in front of this shit for? Why is this there? But, but Drake respects the nostalgic beginnings, and he was obviously a G-Unit mixtape fan.
Sure.
So he just brought that whole shit back, and then I did get him the spinner in the music video. I had to get that made. I got that made in a week.
Really?
Shout out to Johnny Dang. Johnny Dang put that together.
That's a different person than made the Blue Watch?
No, my shit is official. I got a real white guy did it. Johnny Dang's the one of the Asian guy with the fucked up crazy teeth in his mouth.
I understand. You just needed it quick. When you need it quick, he's the guy.
Yeah, he did.
I understand.
He did a world record, 2 days. Did that piece. Yeah, for Drake's music video.
Wow, and still fucked up teeth.
And the thing is, Drake was in Houston. He lives in
That's too bad.
He just caught me off guard with this.
Yeah, he slipped that right in. I was like,
because you had said, I don't know the joke.
I've always been involved. I get kidnapped. I get thrown in the car while they're robbing the bank.
That's
you. Like, yo, they're robbing the bank. I didn't even know that. What is going on?
I thought they were just driving.
Why did they do that? And then I get involved. I'm in the middle, but everybody knows that. I like good music. I'm not choosing sides.
You're always an accessory, though.
Yeah.
You're always an accessory, too. You're never the criminal.
But think about it. I'm 54, and he used my drop.
That's wild.
That tells you that guy that called earlier about me being the statesman, if that's not proof, why would Drake call me while I'm on a yacht? Not on a yacht. I'm on a cruise ship thinking about pushing my ex-wife off that shit.
Oh, shit.
Because that's the easiest way to get away with fucking murder.
It is, except...
I got that from my lawyer, because once you fall off, that's it.
You're saying it's the law of the sea. It's oceanic law. But maritime law.
You just gave a million people some ideas right now.
Take your fucking ex-wife on a fucking cruise ship.
But here's the problem.
Push that bitch off.
Here's the problem. Okay. There's one problem.
Go ahead.
That the minute an ex-husband gets off a cruise ship and says, I'm really upset, my ex-wife fell off this cruise ship.
Yeah.
There's not one person that's going to hear that and not hear he pushed her off. Not one person. will think that was an accident.
I got that from a good lawyer. A good lawyer was like, yo, you can't go to Thailand and push her off a yacht.
Mhm.
But if you go on a cruise ship,
maritime
there's accidents on cruise ships. They just don't promote it because they don't want nobody not to go on a cruise. you
Sure,
know?
and your ex-wife is like, "Why do you want me to put all these like rocks and bricks in my
And
pocket?"
she don't want to go to Thailand, so push her ass off that fucking ship.
Sound like a bad episode of Cold Case, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, I'm glad you guys stopped by. I know you got stuff to do.
March 7th, man. Come to Racket and turn up with us in New York City.
Well,
or come to Rolling Loud, March 15th.
March 15th is Rolling Loud. March 7th is Racket. We'll
No,
be turning
March 7th is Guess Who? That's
March-
when the tape come out.
Oh, okay. So Guess Who comes out on March 7th. That's the mixtape.
Yes, and that's One Oak and Who season. And to top it off, I'm doing CBS in Sirius XM, so you should come and hang with me that day. They're coming here to film me about
Really?
the art of mixtapes with CBS. Yeah,
Yeah, I want to be there for that because I'll give some of my insight as well.
that would be amazing. and
Hey,
great.
you funny, man.
Amazing. He's part of my shit, whether he likes it or not.
I got thrown into Who Kid's bank robbery car.
Sam Robert, he looks like he doesn't belong in this world, but yeah, he belongs with me. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And shout out to EMG, the label.
You want her to start singing again?
Shout out to EMG, the label. They're actually putting together the Who Kid documentary. Like
The Who Kid documentary.
Yes.
I got to be a talking head on that. You know, I'm one of the great talking
You're
heads on
in there.
documentaries.
Look how many old videos you found of me. So
That's
you're definitely
true.
going to be in it.
But I mean, have you seen like every wrestling documentary on A&E?
You're in everyone.
I'm in all of them, and I'm giving just like the sound bites that I put on these.
Oh no,
things.
I'm having you do some narration on there.
Got to.
Oh, yeah.
Put me in a chair.
Because at the end it's going to be kind of like you know, like the Wu-Tang documentary where they go back and it's actual real old videos.
Right.
So back then I shot all my videos. So this concept is going to be like real life TV, like
all this footage,
but it goes from the actor to the actual footage. So
Yeah. Oh, cool.
People will be like, I'm not lying.
You're right.
So it'd be like an acting Lil Wayne, but then it goes to Lil Wayne when he's 13, and then it shows that. Then it goes back to the actor again.
That is
So
the
it's
best
gonna-
part
it's
of your
gonna be
stories.
Weird as fuck.
Is like you'll tell the most stupid stories, and then the one that we go, well, that one's clearly a lie. You'll go, yeah, here's my picture with Michael Jackson. that one was actually true. And you're like, what
He
the
actually
fuck?
saw that photo, right?
I saw the picture of Michael Jackson. R.I.P. Michael Jackson.
Rest in peace.
I mean, I also showed him a photo with what's the name too, Gaddafi, Omar Gaddafi. He was like, what the fuck? That was
R.I.P.
gangster.
him too.
Just world leaders. Well, Who Kid, it's always a pleasure. Stop by
Yes.
anytime you're around. Great to meet you, man.
Pleasure.
Good luck with everything. Everybody get the tape on March 7th.
Yeah,
It's going to be on every DSP and all the joints, and
That's
then we're going to go ham, man. We're going to go crazy.
It's important to go
Hey,
ham.
Charles' first interview.
Hey,
Yeah.
Charles, I'm honored.
For real.
I'm honored.
I'm honored to be here, man. I hear a lot about Sirius XM, so just being out here is pretty dope. You know, New York is cold as bricks right now, but
That's right.
it's vibing.
Hey, make sure Sway knows he did not get the first interview.
Oh, yeah, I'll let him know.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Stay there.
We will be right back. The Sam Roberts Show.
What you mean, something like this?
We're back. The Sam Roberts Show.
Yeah, that's Buff. Jelani, do that thing.
Mike Cannon, of course, from the brand new podcast, Beautiful Boys with Andy Haynes.
Yeah.
Andy's going to be joining us in a little bit.
My sweet Andy.
Yes, well.
My new sweet Andy.
Yeah, you're brand new.
I'm devoted to him for life, though.
You just decided late in life to be like, adults can make friends too.
Well, I've been so against that. Like, I you know, even
I've
with
got
like
my people.
I've got my people. I've known all my best friends. We've been talking every day since we were 10 years old.
Right.
And it also just so happens that several of them have gone like insane in the past 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that, like, in terms of like institutionalized, spiraling off into God knows what. There's just a lot of problems in my close immediate friend group. So
Are these like specifically the comedians?
no,
or
no,
just
not
the
not
humans.
The humans.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm not even putting it out there. I'm just saying there's a
Wow.
lot of I want to write like a movie you know how Judd Apatow had This Is 40?
Yeah.
I want like This Is Really 40, and it's about how like a 40-year-old went off of their SSRIs and are like completely spiraling, and their family is wondering what's going on,
Man.
and child services gets involved, and it's like, this is really 40.
This is what 40 actually is for normal people.
Yeah.
LA seems nice.
Oh, your house is too big?
Don't eat that cupcake.
Yeah. Oh God, that movie fucking. I remember
It's a
liking
nice-
it.
It's
And-
nice.
And now I'm turning 40 in a month, and I'm like, that's not even. What are we doing?
Well, I feel like it's a complicated time for you right now. I mean, the Mike Cannon journey has been a great one so far.
Yeah.
And I feel like we are in the midst of a complicated one. I will tell you this. I saw Mike last night, and we haven't really talked about it. I did Story Wars last night, the Louis J. Gomez, Big J. Okerson podcast.
What a fun time.
It was so fun. The panel was myself, Mike Cannon, and Cypher Sounds.
Yeah.
We had a great time. I don't know when the podcast comes out. I'm assuming next week. But,
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't wait for you guys to hear it and listen to it. It was really fun.
I'm so impressed by you, man. You got to get on a reality show or something, because your immediate gamesmanship and your knowledge of the game, and like Lewis is like, Mike Cannon, returning guest, he'll know what's going on. I wrote like epitaphs for my stories. Like,
well, two things. So first of all, I can't believe that it actually worked, because I go, okay, if I'm going to do this show, I'm going to take this show seriously. Okay. So I went and I was like, because I'm also not a stand-up. So I felt like the pressure's on me to be like, because when people are like, why the fuck is Sam on this show?
Sure.
I'm also like, that's a valid question. I'm not discounting that at all, okay? So I felt like, okay, I need to be on this show if I'm going to be on this show.
Yeah.
So I go, okay, I need to understand how this game works. And so I went back, watched old shows. I go, okay. I watched some of the key players doing well. I go, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. Also, at the same time, as I talked about earlier this week, I've been watching The Traitors on Peacock.
Oh, nice.
And
yeah.
it's so fucking good.
No kidding.
But they have every single episode, they have roundtable elimination style, and it's not competition-based elimination. It's just like people politicking and manipulating.
Gotcha.
And so I go, oh, I got to learn this show and then do it like The Traitors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's actually, now that I think of it, it's kind of what you've done here.
Well,
is you've managed all the way to come from the under the rock intern, you lift it up, oh, there he is, and out of nowhere, years later, who reigns supreme as king of the shit?
Right. And it's like, what? This is just normal, right?
This is just how it goes.
I do love the prevailing theory that this is all a 20-year plan. I couldn't have done, for 20 years, I was so sure
that
this would work. I just pushed it all. And by the way, had 3 kids. So
That's
it's not
right.
like I've got nothing to lose.
No.
Just put it all on black.
Yeah.
I'm positive that's where it's going to land.
I think people now sometimes, the dreams coming true used to be inspirational for people, and now it's a point of resentment.
Yeah.
If they see your dream come true, people are like, I don't
what a
like
conniving
your
piece of
satisfaction.
shit. What a conniving. You know why? It's because he's a bad person.
Yes.
yeah.
Only bad people get rewarded.
Yeah. And nobody takes into account. I've been working with Travis and Troy from the beginning. They're like, it'd be weird if Travis was like, yeah, I'm really interested in being your executive producer if I've been that much of a scumbag for 20 years, all in Travis's presence.
Yeah.
I need a job, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean,
Come on.
That's
gotta
true.
eat.
Gotta eat.
That's true.
But Sam's always been like this. I mean, we were just talking about, Michelle Trachtenberg, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
When you were on Figure It Out with her.
I won that shit.
You won that shit.
Figure It Out.
The Nickelodeon Hidden Talent game show for children.
You didn't know Sam was on that?
No, I don't think I did. That's crazy.
I was a child at the time.
Danielle
Danielle was also very impressed, our intern.
That is pretty damn insane.
Ultra
just
lit.
swept that under the rug.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Did you throw it at her? Did you try to munch Harriet the Spy's box?
That was me. You're asking me if I was munching box?
Dude, you look like the fucking Coney Island logo.
He looks like the Asbury Park guy.
Dude, that's fucking terrifying.
Tilly is his name. Travis, if you're trying to look him up. Tilly.
Yeah, I would say that's an accurate for our listening audience. That is an accurate representation.
That is exactly it.
That's right. That's right.
Damn.
But one. And yeah, Danielle, I want you to know, I may not portray myself. I'm actually low-key an incredibly impressive person.
No, I can see
I've got
that.
all kinds of stuff
You're
going
him.
on. That's a good point. Great point.
You are him.
I'm him.
Damn.
Yeah.
When it comes to radio, I guess you can kind of say that.
I mean, I don't even know. What do you mean, kinda? What
Well,
is
it
this
does
sort-
take-
Again, I feel like you're in this weird spot in your life right
I
now.
am, yeah.
And you are absolutely trying to make sure. Well, I've known Sam for a long time too.
Right.
He's doing good, but not that good.
This is all a reflection of me. It has nothing to do with you. This is me chipping at me, and I apologize. You're absolutely right. And I do feel the fact that you're like, this is a weird time in your life. I've felt like the last 11 times I've come on, I'm like, buddy, I'm on my way out of a real spiral. And you're like, that's good, man. Welcome back. And
Yeah.
then every time I'm like, I'm right there.
I love that this stuff hits you. Like I was enjoying
I'm an open wound empath.
last night, because the way Story Wars works is that everybody submits a 1 to 3 sentence story.
Yeah.
And like the idea is that the story gets read, you don't know whose story it is, and then the panel has to guess whose story it is. And then when the person reveals that it's theirs, then they tell the actual full story.
Right.
And so like I'm literally strategizing stories that could be associated with another person. Like
Yeah.
when everybody on the panel was like, well, that story is very wordy. It's probably Mike's. And like, it affected Mike clearly so deeply. Like the first time a story came up that was only 1 sentence long, he goes, well, it couldn't be mine because you all said I was wordy.
Well, it dawned on me how to play the game midway through my second time playing the game, and that's humiliating. It's a brutal moment to be like, God damn it, I know exactly what I should have wrote there. I shouldn't have given any details. Why did I do that? The reveal should have been the funny details.
Right.
But I just,
right.
Sometimes I just want to fit in so bad.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. You want to be liked.
But do you
I
know
like
do
you.
you know what it really is though?
What?
Is I used to have these things called night writes in 4th grade. It was the first ever essay assignments that I've gotten in school. And like we had to write long form stories. And I was good at it, but lazy. So anytime I would get frustrated, I'd throw a fucking fit and my mom would scream and hit me while not supplying enough details for the story. So now in Story Wars, the podcast, I'm supplying too many details
Way too
because
many.
I'm afraid my mother's going to hit me.
Wow, it's all there.
Welcome, Andy.
It's all buried. Andy Haynes is here.
Is he talking about this again?
The second of the beautiful boys.
Yeah.
Andy Haynes is here. We were kind of, Mike is he's pointed out that I've mentioned the last several times that he's been here that we've kind of had to talk about how he's going through it right now.
Yeah.
But once again, I feel as long as I've known Mike, I have found him in a position where he is kind of going through it right now.
Yeah.
And one of the ways in which, and tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I'm listening to this Beautiful Boys podcast and I'm making my judgments, and I'm going like, okay, I think I figured out what happened. Mike got to a point in his life where he was like, everything's going wrong. I have to do everything differently. So he goes, what? I was doing a podcast with my 3 best friends that I've known forever. Let me pull this guy who I don't know very well at all, and that's going to be my podcast.
Boom.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're both men in crisis.
Oh, you are too?
Yeah, I do it differently. I don't know why, but it's all inside. It's just like it's a tumor growing.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay, so it won't affect you right now, but eventually it'll be deadly.
Yeah, I'm gonna die like an Irish cop. Like I'm gonna just grab my chest.
That's so
fall.
noble of you, though, to just take it in. You know what I mean? Like you're like hurt lockering your own trauma, and I'm just spraying it out at the masses.
Sure. I mean, both are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the healthy way to go about
Well,
this?
dealing with it.
Sure.
You know.
How do you do
actually-
that though? But talk about it ad nauseum.
True.
Yeah, what if I make it my identity? Then I can't solve it.
Exactly.
Is that why I'm not making it? Is my packaging wrong? As the guy going through crisis all the time.
You start having a crisis about your package. Okay.
But you're in crisis, you think?
I'm okay. The thing is that I've been like in therapy and meditation and sobriety for just so long, and I just recently stopped doing all of them because I was like,
sobriety included.
No, sobriety.
I was gonna say like that,
but I haven't.
Man.
I haven't.
This is new for me too. This
No,
is great.
I haven't been going to the meetings.
Oh,
nice.
But just because I was still a mess, and I was like, what if I just free ball this? It's been pretty good.
It has been. How
Yeah.
long have you been free balling?
September. I started taking Prozac, and it was just kind of like, all right, well, that does most of the heavy lift.
Yeah. Just keep everything down here.
Yeah, just numb it. Just
Yeah.
numb all the. My brain is like a room meant for toddlers. You know what I mean? It's just all the edges have padding on them now. It's pretty good.
Damn, that is nice. Like
Yeah.
the fuzzy dream sequence in Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
You can't see the
Exactly.
corners.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Except for but you have a kid now.
I do.
You have a baby.
Yeah, 1.5-year-old.
Oh, okay. Kids will bring out emotion, like
Yeah.
big time, time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like, because you have all this love that you're giving this child, but then when all that love comes out, all these other emotions are like hanging on to the love, and so everything starts to come, and anything you haven't dealt with, now you're dealing with in front of your kids.
Well, the thing is that Mike's from Rockland County or whatever. Like he's, you know, like
white trash.
His dad gave him like a stolen basketball for his high school graduation in like a rainy parking lot. I'm from Seattle, where my mom was like, "Feel the feelings," and you know, like we went to the Polynesian assembly at middle school and danced. You know, like So I've never had all those feelings have been coming out for way too. I got to New York and everybody was like, enough with the feelings.
Yeah.
You know, so
Like almost like, yeah, like we got it. You can't possibly have that many feelings that you're still expressing.
yeah, especially my wife. My wife was like, all right, calm down with the feelings. Because my wife, you know, my wife, she comes from like an evil Republican family.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
Succession, kind of like, you know, just shut up or you're out of the will kind of vibes.
Dude, you just opened me up in terms of like, I know I'm just turning this back around to me, but realizing what has happened to me is that in the same way that I didn't drink in high school and then started in college and hit the ground doing cocaine, like I just had no governor, no idea how to regulate.
I didn't know you were a cokehead.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
then we'll learn more and more about each other in public.
it's the best part of like, yeah, this is my new podcast. You're like, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
I can't believe I've just been leaving my keys out.
But in the same way that I didn't drink and then drank and was completely out of control, I didn't feel or acknowledge feelings, and now I'm 39 crying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Brutal, dude.
That must feel so good, though.
Crying?
Yeah.
I do it all the time, dude. Hashtag HopeCore is my entire algo.
Oh, cool.
You cry a lot.
A lot.
Do you?
Unironically.
Mine is heavy-breasted Mediterranean beach. Sorry, I just had
No,
to throw
algos
that
are important. Do you cry in front? How old is your oldest?
5.
Oof. You cry in front of him?
I have, and he's not cool with it. he's not cool with it at all.
That's too bad, man.
And it's only when I'm like super proud of him or like I can't believe what he's doing, and he's like, "Are you C-wording?" Like he's so fucking. He's
He
such
doesn't
a
even wanna
mick.
say it.
He can't even say it, dude. He's so just genetically repressed.
Wow.
That I try to bring the emotion out of him all the time, and he's like, "Get out of me, dude."
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's, you think, genetic? Like your wife's not like that?
No, she's like a wailing wop. She's an Italian. She has
I
a
see.
lot of just front-facing emotions.
Right. Like, let's tackle this right now in the biggest way possible.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I'm feeling weird. I gotta clean.
Yeah. That's usually helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you guys? You were bringing up your wife earlier, Rosebud, who, when you come from a family who most people, like when they bring up like Illuminati,
Yeah.
it would be literally everyone in Rosebud Baker's family
And Orbit.
Pretty close.
And Orbit. Yeah, pretty.
Pretty close.
So like, but you're coming from the complete other side of the fence, which is the Seattle kind of artsy love feelings.
I grew up around wealthy people that were like a different kind of thing, tech, you know, things like that, but not like this,
The oligarchy.
like, yeah, not like this hush, like.
Heard about that from Elon.
Wow, this is the merging of two powers. I
That's
just
what I'm-
realized.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we don't, you know, Rosebud's family, it's like I hang on, you know what I mean? I shut up and I hang on. I went on a fishing trip with her dad.
Oh, boy.
And to the Bahamas, like couple days. People like the former Secretary of the Treasury were there. We flew on like a plane that definitely could have crashed a couple times. And everybody else is like so like passe about, you know, just whatever. It's a Buick in the sky. Come on. This is living. But the whole time I expected, I just thought because I was sitting in front of him on a boat, I just thought I was going to just see a frying red mist and then pass into I thought it was like her being like, Dad, things are picking up for me career wise. We need to take care of Andy. You know,
get big pussied.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be my first thought too, especially where, like, you know, you hear about Dick Cheney hitting his friend in the head with a fucking rifle, or shooting his friend in the head, things like that. Those accidents in those type of trips are pretty. They happen.
They do.
Yeah, I felt like that was coming. Luckily, it was just a wonderful trip.
That
We just did some fishing.
Yeah.
That must be weird to see a shape-shifting reptile wearing a Dramamine patch behind his ear.
They did at one point make me, like, in the lodge, it was like all these titans of industry, and they were like, you do stand-up, Andy. We want to see your stand-up. And I was like, let's watch Rosebuds. And so we watched Rosebud, and then the next night they made me watch mine. And like it was going well.
They call this the humiliation ritual.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was in a dress. They made me wear a dress.
In blackface.
Yeah.
With the cameras going.
Those pictures cannot go out. Cat Williams was there for some reason. But, you know, it was going well, and everybody's laughing, and, you know, it's like very fine. And then just like, I forgot about the line where I'm like, I like to choke my wife during sex, and I just like,
nice.
Look over at her dad. I'm like, fuck.
That, by the way,
can we swear on here?
You can.
Yeah. I was like, fuck. And everybody, you know, like we watch it, and then like at the end of it, it's just kind of quiet, and he goes, you know, I'd like to choke her sometimes too. And I was
no, that's worse. That's worse. That's worst case scenario. That's way worse.
I'm gonna walk into the sea. I'm gonna walk into the sea and never come back.
That's horrible.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
That's the worst scenario.
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, it's because of him saying things like that she likes that done to her.
That's right. That's right.
What I mean?
It all
it's this
comes
weird
full circle.
inception of just like, holy shit, there
it's
it
like,
is.
you know, contextually, it was during sex. I don't know how deep we.
Yeah, he meant he meant free range.
Right,
totally.
Right, just grab her by the throat.
But he was he's a good guy. I like my father-in-law, but you know, I would never go into the woods alone with him.
Which is a weird dynamic, and I mean, I think it's great as human beings when we're exposed to dynamics that we never thought we'd be exposed to.
Yeah,
you know, it's a great thing.
Yeah, I mean, I come from like lefty, you know, people that hike. My sister describes herself as a nature dyke, and then all of a sudden I'm just in the halls of power.
Right,
you know?
Right.
That is
then
pretty
you go,
cool.
you know what? These guys are actually onto something.
Like
power is awesome.
I'm a big USSR. Like I like the.
You like Russia?
I like not the current state, but I like the history, the stories, the like perestroika, like when it fell. And I'll go to like dinner with James Baker, the grandpa, and we'll talk about how he dismantled the USSR. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That'd be like if I was like, oh, my father-in-law is the Undertaker.
Yeah.
We could just talk about like Hell in a Cell and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sick. I get it. That's so sick.
It's funny that our in-laws are the exact, like, they're the same political party, but from different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Is you're the elite caviar-eating Republicans, and I'm the swamp people that think, like, there's children in every library.
Let me tell you what's really going on.
Yeah, your
Library of Congress.
father-in-law like has an errand to do, and then there's like an LGBT flag, and he's like, I'm not gonna go in that business. He's like, if I walk through the door with the flag on it, I might catch it.
So how did Beautiful Boys the podcast? How did it come to be?
Desperation.
Yeah, I asked him.
Yeah,
I texted him, and I was like, you know what? I like Andy. I'm best friends with Andy.
I need a new
his
best
wife.
friend. Andy will be the new best friend.
Yeah. I more or less was looking to do another podcast. I was without, and just, you know, you need a constant tether to your audience. And
Yes.
so Andy, I think, is so fucking funny. His stand-up is incredible. And I also love just his writing in general. So beyond the podcast, I think we want to do other stuff too, like write sketches and beyond. And so I just thought he was like
And one of the 3 comics
prospect
that
for
don't
that.
have a podcast right now.
That's right.
Right? So
Yeah.
it's like the
Yeah.
fact that there's one that's open.
It's like, know who's between friends? Andy.
I think my mic needs Viagra. It like keeps on sagging. Does anybody know? I keep on thinking I'm hallucinating and trying to focus on you guys.
Check
Sorry.
that out. No, check that out. Is that happening in the comedy world? Like, because comedy podcasts are so prevalent.
The wave has crested.
Wait, what? No, I wasn't gonna ask that. But that's,
It's over.
That's alarming for a
Yeah.
new podcast.
Yeah. No, it's Building 7.
Okay.
It's coming
Yeah.
down.
It's coming right
dude.
down.
Yeah,
And it's controlled.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no,
Theo Vaughn rigged the building.
Theo Thermite Paint Vaughn.
Yeah.
So, no, I was more curious about like our friendships in comedy, because some of these friendships are being created around a podcast.
Totally.
You know, are friendships ending because of podcasts in comedy? You don't have to tell me names, but like,
yeah,
is
of
that
course.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's gotta
friendships
be.
have ended for less over
Sure.
comedy. If you like bump somebody, or kind of they misheard that you were trashing a joke that might have been yours.
Right.
Things.
It's
that,
over.
I think it's
over.
like the Cosa Nostra or whatever. It's like you're friends, but like the second you need to put a bullet in the back of somebody's head to advance your own,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people be like, we're in it, best friends, and then like one person gets an opportunity and they're like, sorry about that.
Yeah. One
Mm.
question I got to ask you, Andy. This is Mike Cannon. I don't know. I don't.
Damn. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's got problematic
Wait, you're
views.
from a really strategic family.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike who? Oh, the guy that fell in the river.
Yeah.
He went fishing with my in-laws.
No, I don't know. He asked me to start like doing his podcast with him or something. I don't really know what it is, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, we met up and talked about it a couple times, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I do just wonder, like, especially because podcasts in the very beginning were just like, oh, this will be fun. This will be a creative outlet. And now it's such a business, especially because, comedians find out there are other comedians that are making real money.
See, it's not even that though.
Okay.
It's because we would obviously love to make real money. It's more about trying to sell. I don't know about Andy, but it's more about like selling tickets, getting that out there, and really like, I'm a stand-up, he's a stand-up. We want to keep that the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, the real cost is like production cost. If you want a podcast now, it's no longer pressing record on your phone or like anything like
We're
that.
audio only.
You lucked out.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's all that stuff. So you're technically operating in the red until you can make however much production costs, and then it can be fun.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think the idea that you're gonna like start a podcast and just get like a Patreon that just pays for everything is pretty unrealistic, considering like how much there is out there. It's also like lightning in a bottle. It's like you don't know what people are going to be attracted to. So far, it hasn't been anything that I've made.
Nor me. That's why combined.
Yeah.
We will both be in debt. But I think the idea is just like that if you continually remind people that you're online, that they'll show up to your shows. So
Right. It is that, hey, just so you all know, I exist.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
I'm still alive.
There's so much out there. I mean, there's like children out there that are doing, you know what I mean? Like children podcasters out there.
Oh, 100%.
I've seen some. They're actually kind of good.
The snack kids or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Hot Dog's been sending us clips of them.
What are they? Snack Bros? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't know. I just keep sending these TikToks of like, hey, you like pepperoni pizza? Yeah, man. I mean, I like it, but it's not my favorite. I really like regular pizza more.
They probably have $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you see like the first comment, NGL. This is kind of good conversation.
Shit's deep, man.
You're like, what?
I like that.
What? Like I've been like you're struggling for years. You're like, yeah, or you could just be a kid who likes pepperoni pizza. I guess that's fine too.
There's so much stuff like that in comedy where you just see somebody do it and you're like, I mean, I missed the entire like clip thing where people started clipping their stand up. I remember like in 2020 we're locked indoors, people started putting their stand up and I was like, that is so stupid.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
We're going to spell out our jokes so that people can read them. Like, how dumb is this?
Right.
And then meanwhile, like my friends are like, I'm playing the Orpheum Theater.
I don't know what's more embarrassing though, you missing it or me being right on the pulse and still being where I'm at.
I think that's just probably because you didn't align yourself with somebody evil. But now's your chance. Now's your chance.
Yeah.
I will. I have.
Yeah, there is like, would you rather be like, oh, I was so stupid, I would have done well had I not missed this, or no, I got it and I still didn't do well.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is sleeps
We
better.
just keep
at night.
pivoting.
Yeah,
I think there's a bunch of that in our past.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's a bummer because I do want to be an evil rich person. Like, that is like deep in my core. I want to be like just a fuck you, pay me kind of guy.
Yeah.
You've seen how appealing it is.
Yeah, it seems great. Just to, like, my wife is a little bit fuck you, pay me. And I do have access to the family Uber account, but I don't dare take the black cars like her. She takes the black car everywhere.
She does.
Yeah, she's in the black car. It looks great when I get to ride with her. Oh man, that's nice.
Andy gets a 2 different door color Taurus.
Yeah.
A cab shows up. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, I guess that showed up for me. I haven't called an Uber in New York City in a long time, and I called one, and a yellow cab showed up, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's so
like
annoying.
the cab drivers are actually on Uber now
Yeah.
because they're like, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. They're staring at their medallion that they paid $1.5 million for.
So
And they're like,
insane.
I guess I'll just get this Uber app.
It literally is like $1 million investment.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a guy showed up in a Camry and he's like, I'll also drive you, you know?
Yeah, like the thing was, it's like, I'll pay $1 million for this, but don't worry, I'll leave it to my kids.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, that's worthless. I don't want that.
Sweet. I'll use that as a belt buckle.
Yeah. Yeah. What is this, like a kitsch kind of vintage thing? I'll put it on my desk.
No, I think that they like won a court case where you have to have a medallion again to do Uber in Manhattan.
Really?
Yeah. And so that's
No
why.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Smart.
why you can
I mean,
see
not smart,
why you get a
but-
cab sometimes.
Damn.
It's
All right.
pretty annoying because they don't. I felt like the Ubers had a certain kind of, like rapport that you expected, where it was, a little bit more like professional.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get in the cab and they're like, we're back, baby. You know, I'm gonna call my cousin in Abominabad.
I would rather that though than some fucking douche in a Tesla being like, so how do you want to take the Williamsburg Bridge or do you want to take? I'm like, you are the person with the car and the GPS.
Yeah.
Just get me there, dude.
Right.
That is the nice thing about comfort is you can be like, hey, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You can do it before. Hey, please don't talk to
I
me.
don't know if I've ever done that.
Yeah, but you got to do like the Uber, like.
Just comfort. Once you get to comfort,
Yeah.
you can tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So you don't have like with you and Rosebud, it's not like, hey, we're married. Everything we make is.
She's very generous, but I, as a man, try not to.
It's because you're both comics too, that you both know, like, this is what I bring in, this is what you bring in. Like, this is.
No, bank accounts are a scorecard. It's not a together thing. It's who's doing better.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Whereas you can go home and be like, you don't understand. This is part of the comedy game. Like,
Yeah.
You make a little here, you make a little there. Sometimes you have your good times, sometimes your bad times. And Rosebud can be like, no. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand completely.
Well, the worst part is that like TV writers get residuals, and especially for like a show. And I've dated a couple of actresses
Nice,
recently.
dude. That's great, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
They also get residuals, and it's so depressing when you're like a comic and you're like, well, maybe I'll make the guarantee at the whatever the Chuckle Barn or whatever, and then you just like they just get a mail in the check, and it's like $13,000. Oh, they're playing the Lipitor commercial again. Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool if any time a club on the road used your photo as like a paid advertisement, you could collect residuals.
You probably should
Yeah.
be able to. I mean, they're literally using your face as an
Yeah, New York Comedy Club here in Manhattan.
Right.
My face has been the goddamn paid ad for that for 17 years.
Yeah, I think you're in all the cabs.
Am I?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
That's awesome.
I think they play like a news story, like a fake news story as an ad.
Oh, no.
Mike Cannon.
Yeah.
Have you started judging other parents yet? We were talking at the beginning of the show, and I felt bad because I forgot that Travis only had one kid. Because I had said that I don't take people.
Does that even count?
That's what I said. I don't take
How
people.
many do you have?
It's really important.
I got 3. I mean, you
Oh,
can't
that's
even
beautiful.
compete with me.
Yeah, I can't.
I got kids everywhere.
As Bobby
wild.
put it, we have a nanny, so we're not even really parents.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Bobby Kelly has figured out the parameters that to ensure that he's the only living parent. Like, he's the only one that knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Your whole thing is a rigged system, dude. My kid's got armpit hair.
Yeah. By
Look,
the way,
crazy.
Bob's kid is like old enough now that he doesn't even get
Doesn't
like the
need-
parenting part is kind of over.
Yeah.
You know, and by the way,
damage has been done.
And if you've been around Bobby's kid, like he's clearly in charge.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's.
I love that.
We literally went to wrestling. Bob brought Max, and I brought Hot Dog, and Hot Dog is my video guy. He's not my son.
Oh, okay. I thought you named your son Hot Dog.
No.
Ooh, okay.
No, I named my video guy Hot Dog. But Hot Dog is a 30-year-old man. You know, he's a grown ass man
With a new hairline.
They painted it on, and the entire time, Max Kelly was bullying Hot Dog.
I love that.
Awesome.
And like had his arm around him. Come here, Hot Dog. And like Hot Dog was just taking it the whole time. But that's all to say he's a little adult. This isn't even like Bob's done.
The bully doesn't fall far from the tree.
It really was. You know what it was? It was the same energy as Bob bringing in young comics
Of
and being
course.
like, you know, I'm gonna bully you a little bit. I'm gonna do great things for you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll help you out.
but like. This
It
is gonna
comes
be,
at a price.
Yeah, I'm going to be the Papa King the whole time.
The shit runs uphill.
Right. So do you feel like a greater sense of worthiness because you have 2 kids now?
No, I also don't feel like I'm out of the mayhem yet. Like my son is 6 months old, so I still feel like
that's fun.
completely underwater.
Yeah, you got a bad mix. No offense. But
No,
You mean genetically?
no, well that too.
Italian and
you can
Irish
see it
don't
when
do
he's
it.
just standing. But no, he's got a 5-year-old and then he's got an infant, and the 5-year-old just spends at least 4 hours a day just punching him directly in the balls.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The other times
in the
he's
balls.
trying to. I went out. We all had like a play date kind of thing.
Yeah. Meet our new best friend day.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
we went up
we
to
should do things together.
exactly. Our wives actually do like each other, which
Yeah.
is good.
That's great.
I
love
Nicole
this.
did the flowers for, I think, our wedding.
I think so,
and, our, what's that called? Shower? Baby shower?
Mm-hmm.
But his son just the whole time was like, Dad, quit being gay. Let me punch you in the balls. You know? It's
Yeah.
like-
Well, he's in
Right.
jujitsu 3 days a week. He does double classes 1 or 2 times a week.
well, that's on you. You're teaching him to
I did
Does
it
he
like
like it?
warrior.
He's awesome. He's liking it, and it's very cool to watch. As I'm sure you have, a human being like put something together.
Oh my God.
Like I'm watching him read now too, which is very cool, and that's a whole brain thing where you're like, holy shit! But I've seen people read before.
Right.
I've never seen my son learn how to take somebody's back and put his elbow under their chin and completely tighten it until they tap.
Yeah, especially when they're like 5, because you're used to them being a baby.
Yeah.
And they're like teaching all these steps.
Yes.
And you're like, this kid is not going to figure out all these steps. There's no way he's going to be able to remember it. And you just watch it because they're kids.
Mhm.
And they just take everything in. And within 2 lessons, it's like, yeah, I'm an expert at this now.
For real. And for like a month, you almost have to like take it in faith that like, okay, he's absorbing some of this somewhere, and maybe this will
Totally.
come to him when being attacked when he's like 27.
Totally.
You know, like this is going to pay off at some point. And then out of nowhere, they become coordinated human beings, and you're like, holy shit, that's fucking. And he just came off the mat and was like, Dad, I figured it out. I can just do all the moves one after another. I don't have to stop after one. I'll just
awesome.
do them all.
That's
and I was like,
awesome.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Dude, you're gonna regret this so much when he's 17 and you
Yeah.
catch him sneaking out and he puts you to sleep.
Time to go to bed, Dad.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but you know, I'm gonna beg him for mercy.
Yeah. How much of the childcare are you responsible for?
A good amount. I mean, we're Tetrising our schedule now. Like my wife is she owns her own business, so she has a lot of flexibility too. We have we're doing stacked pod days because we're both dads, so we have to figure out the schedule. We have other stuff going on. So I'm 2 weeks ago I was with both kids when my son had the break for the winter for the full week, and my wife had work and I was writing a wedding. I was officiating a wedding, and I drew a picture of Sabrina Carpenter.
Was it a good picture?
Ask Andy.
I jerked off.
That's all right. It had to be a good picture then.
So, yeah,
Crayon and ink, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
fucking
It
sick.
actually it
You wanna
was
see it?
impressive.
I
It
do.
like reminds me of a guy at a wedding who does the caricatures.
Yes.
Like it's pretty professional. It looks
Thanks,
it
man.
looks good. It was, I would say, Mateo Lane level.
Wow.
Mateo Lane is sick at drawing.
Yeah, it's
He's
like,
sick. Honestly,
yeah,
he's sick at
it's pretty
everything.
good.
He is really good.
And
I'm gonna
everything.
try to
He's
find
the
this.
best. Everything.
The guy that I did it for too was like kind of barely impressed. He was like, "Oh, good." Like my wife,
You're like, I'm not even a drawer like that. and
No,
I
I'm
did
not.
this.
And my wife volunteered me for it as if I wasn't like the primary caretaker, writing the wedding and also doing stand up at night, all this shit. And she's like, "You got this, right?"
I also kind of can't believe that you're both. I mean, that's great.
Not bad.
That's really,
right?
really
This
good.
is a fucking.
Look how good that is, Travis.
That's really good.
That's not bad, right?
I'm impressed.
See that,
You want
Danielle?
this? You want it to tweet? All right.
Now, if you can belt out some tunes from Les Mis like Mateo Lane can,
No.
then
Can you?
Then you'd impress me.
I sang All I Ask of You from Phantom of the Opera for my 7th grade talent show with another girl. She was an 8th grader.
Nice, dude.
I fucked up on the first word too, or first line, and I said "fuck" into the mic and got a huge laugh. And I was like, "That's what I'm doing for the rest of my life."
I'm singing.
Yeah, I could just say "fuck."
I never did any of that. I never
Really?
did any school theater. I did one play in all of school, and it was an all black rendition of the Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of the Oz.
Duh, Oz.
The Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Was it The Wiz?
I think it was some like an adaptation that
Probably The
a
Wiz.
black playwright did.
The Whistler.
But I was the dog. I was Toto. There was two
What?
white cast members. I was the
Dude.
dog, and the other
did
one
that
was
on
the
purpose.
witch.
That's the best. That's the best that they made the whites, the dog, and the witch.
Yeah, it was great. And also,
It just fits your vocal range. I don't know.
there was a dance number. We all had to do a dance number.
How'd you
like
do?
a hip hop.
On four, like on hands and knees, you had to do it, or you were on your feet.
A dance number? Why would you say
Well, you
on
were a
four?
dog.
Dogs-
Oh no, I wasn't
That's a fair
ever on
question.
four.
That's a fair question, right?
Dogs are on all fours generally.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you were you were a Mog, like John Candy in Spaceballs.
yeah, exactly. yes. I was so confused for a while. I was like, why do you think I'm on all fours? How do you think people dance?
I think I've had too much coffee, and my brain is just firing on a lot of.
There was a
randoms.
moment last night when we did Story Wars when Mike leaned into me off mic and said, I think I've gotten far too high for this.
It was a brief moment. It was a quick avalanche, and then I kind of shaped up, and I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
I'm back." But man, that felt slippery for a minute.
Uh-oh.
I was in On the Town, the musical, a Frank Sinatra and I forget who movie, but I had 9 costume changes.
What a Rockland County childhood
Bro, I was thinking the
performance.
exact
New
same
York,
thing.
New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up,
The only-
but the battery's down. The people ride in a hole in the ground. New York, New York.
You still got it, dude.
Thanks, man.
Danielle is a
I got
theater
s-
kid. I mean, she's a performer.
No shit. I used
She
to
hit us
sing.
with some Ariana Grande before you walked in.
Oh, breathy.
It was excellent
No.
and actually much better than.
No.
Could have been.
Dude, I used
Better
to
than that?
I used
Much
to
better.
sing duets with my sister for company. I've told you this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like
not voluntary,
musical
like
theater.
your parents made you.
I mean,
but you wanted to.
I was sliding across the wood floor like Tom Cruise in Risky Business. I was like, yeah, I guess, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, let me take off my pants and put on this
Listen,
dress
Jesus,
shirt.
I don't like what I see.
I just think it's so funny
You
that
and your sister.
the suburbs of New York, you guys like hang on to New York. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so. In Seattle, if you leave Seattle, it's just people that are like, we're in the woods now, and the government's trying to take our guns, But in New York State, you like go like 30 miles north,
Yeah,
and
north.
everybody's like, Frank Sinatra, the good old days, the Rat Pack. Here I am in my cul-de-sac with my asbestos home.
But then ask them to go into New York, and they're like, no,
not leaving.
It's full of animals. I like also that idea where they're like they let New York go. Like at one point it was not Ellis Island.
Yeah.
they gave it back to all the animals.
Yeah, when was it? Like, when was it the modern, like the model New York that people are kind of talking about? 'Cause it was always
1950.
But even that, like, there was always gang violence and shit like that.
I mean, I even seen that movie Gangs of New York. That was from way before.
that was from way before. That movie was good,
I think-
besides the miscasting of Cameron Diaz.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
she's just not
that's
an
a fair
Irish
take.
woman.
Yep,
She's a
that's a-
spicy
yep.
fucking Latina.
Yep.
is she?
Yeah.
Oh, Diaz.
Diaz,
Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And she's got a thumping butt, even though she's a string bean.
Yeah. Good. You and your Cameron Diaz takes are on
dude,
point.
The Mask, when Jim Carrey shook her hand too hard and her tits jiggled, I got like the most fucking rock hard bone.
It was a
sounds
life
like my
changer.
Instagram algorithm.
I also always wonder, like, when people have stories like that, like my parents made me and my sister come in and perform for company.
Yeah.
Like, in what situation, now that we are all adults, would you be happy if you were hanging out at somebody's house and they said the children are going to come in and perform for you now?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why would I don't want to hear the kids sing show tunes.
I think that used to be like can you imagine going to I probably should because of the family that I married into, but like going to like a Christmas and they're like, all right, now Dietrich's gonna play the piano for everybody.
Did all the power just shut off?
Yeah, well, you brought up your family again. The Illuminati was like,
They were like,
that's
we
enough.
can't get this going
Struck
out
the
there.
building
That's
with a
enough.
lightning bolt.
Enough. We gave you a couple.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Rosebud's family does remind me of like The Exorcist when they're around the piano and they're singing together. And then Rosebud upside down crab crawls down the steps and pisses.
Yeah. You know how our
like
Thanksgiving is.
That is why I'm enjoying. I mean, you think about you guys getting together and having your play date and like seeing how far can we extend this relationship. That is why I'm enjoying the podcast. They're happy about it again. They're okay.
Yeah,
the lights came back on.
It's positive.
Because I feel like as a viewer or listener, you get to go along with this journey of a friendship forming.
Yeah.
Which means that maybe I'm being cynical, but inevitably, when it gets tense and weird, we'll be there for that too.
Yeah, it's going to be funny when we have, because Mike's been alarmingly agreeable. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, sure. He's a great guy.
No, that's just what I am, though. I'm really agreeable until someone wrongs me.
I did an episode. I've done like 2 or 3.
Don't wrong me.
Yeah, I haven't even seen like a real. I've only seen like facetious angry.
Yeah,
but I keep on throwing away episodes because I'll get like low blood sugar and then I'll just start talking shit about everybody in comedy.
It's second episode, Andy. It's fucking the best, dude.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a part of the show eventually. I'm fine with it. I'm totally fine with us just by name.
But he's
trashing
just
certain
so
people.
he's so nice.
I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. But I just didn't want it to be episode 1, 10
Right.
seconds in,
Because then
naming
it's like,
somebody who we
this is-
both thought sucks.
This is the We Talk Shit About Comedians podcast.
Exactly,
You don't
and then
wanna-
we're Kevin Brennan on YouTube screaming.
He's figured out a model.
He sure has.
He's figured out a model.
Yeah, and I feel comfortable shitting on him because somebody sent me a clip of him shitting on me recently.
Oh,
and I
he
was like,
did?
I haven't seen you in fucking 12 years, you fucking miserable prick.
Mike Cannon.
I still have such an affinity for him. I don't know why.
He's great.
I know.
That's great.
He's just so combative. For no reason.
He might as well be an uncle. Like he is family to me. He's very familiar energy wise.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's Irish.
Yeah.
Irish. But you don't have the big family Irish thing.
My dad is one of 8. So
but you guys.
no, we're 3. I guess not, but I mean that's kind of now I think about that and that seems inconceivable. Like the fact that you have 3 kids in 2025 is like bonkers.
You think so?
I mean, I'm impressed by it. I just can't imagine because 2 is stretching me to the zenith of my humanity. Like I don't know how I could expand further than this.
I think it's because we used to just not care as much.
Yeah.
I love that your dad is one of the first Irish people to figure out pulling out. You just pull it out.
I think he just stopped fucking. I think they both stopped having sex. And I walked in on them once, and from technique alone, I could see why.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Didn't
he
seem
just-
like anybody was getting
He
a lot of
just
pleasure.
kind of just convulsed on top of her like he was a fucking dying animal in the desert.
So, like, when you say you walked in on him, you stayed for a while and watched.
No, I just saw enough.
I see. Okay.
I turned around. It was like it was dark, and then you ever walk in, it's dark, and you don't put the patterns together until you see it clearly. But then your brain does the thing where it finishes the rest of the memory for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Does that make it so that when, like, if you walk, how old were you when you walked in on your parents?
37.
Okay.
No, I was 15. I was 15. I remember walking out. My sister Jessica was like, "What's going on?" And I burst into tears.
Because I do kind of wonder. This is a conversation I've had with Nicole Biggins from the Morning Mashup. Because this life that she leads is absurd.
Yeah.
And her 10-year-old now, she has walked in on, things that she should never see in her life.
No kidding.
Just ridiculous things. And so I kind of wonder, though, if you walk in on your parents before they have the talk with you,
Yeah.
is it kind of covered? You know what I mean? Like, are you really asking how babies are made? You saw it.
You saw it. You do have to. I do think as a parent, you have to tell them what that position was, though. Like, you have to let them know.
Right.
Where I didn't know. I thought I knew what sex was, and I knew that's how you had a kid. But I thought the cum came out of your dick, like almost like zombies from the grave. Like
Right.
it just rose out of the skin pores in your
thought that-
dick. I thought you just pissed out of the hole, and then the rest was for.
Like it almost came out. Like, are you thinking like a Play-Doh barbershop?
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of thing, like
Yeah,
the Play-Doh hair.
that's
all just-
exactly how.
yeah, that'd be tough.
That's so funny. I mean, my mom was like a Lamaze teacher, and it's Seattle, so you just told everybody. My sister was in New York last week, and my niece, who's like 9, was with her, and I would like make a joke, thinking like, oh, well, she won't get the joke.
Yeah.
And so I like made a joke about my brother is gay, and I was like, oh, is that your Grindr profile or something like that? And my niece is like, oh, what's Grindr? And me thinking like, oh, you're going to say something like, that's an app that adults use to meet. She goes, it's an app that some men, mainly gay, some closeted, they use it to meet up and have sex, but it's like an adult thing, and it's predominantly for gay men. Sometimes other people use it. Like, she just doesn't hold, and it reminded me of my childhood where they just told us everything. You know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
There are parents like that. They're like no. I think that you do need to explain everything to a kid. Like my wife would be more like that. Like
I'm more like that.
I'm going to
too.
just explain everything as opposed to being like, oh, it's just I would just say it's an app grown-ups use.
Yeah.
Sometimes daddy stands behind mom when they have sex because she doesn't want to see his dumb face.
But I'm the pendulum swinging the exact like extreme other way. I'm not like graphic about anything, but like
right.
any question.
I can't
answer
imagine you not
thoroughly.
being graphic.
It's hard.
You're the most graphic person I know.
Well, that's the thing.
so what
People
are
are
you
like, you're a dirty comic. I'm like, I'm not dirty. I'm graphic.
Right. Different.
You know, it's
Different.
great. It's a little different.
What are you going to do when you hear it from your kid when like one day Crew is like, Dad, like I ask you questions and these answers, it's wordy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's verbose.
He's got him in the headlock. Dead. Too many words.
Word economy.
Last night was a true writing intervention, dude. I need to cut out some of this flowery bullshit and get to the fucking point.
We were saying before you walked in, we did Story Wars.
Yeah.
And Mike didn't realize that all of us figured out it was Mike's stories because they were wordy.
It's it's not a truth. It's not two truths and a lie.
No, it's you
Guess-
have to place the story to the person.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
there's a paragraph. It's Mike Cannon.
Yeah, I think I could nail a Mike Cannon story.
Yeah.
Wait, so is the audience guessing?
No, we're on the panel guessing.
Oh, okay.
It's for points. It's a whole game show. I won. It was amazing.
Sam won. He now has the power.
Is it true story?
All true stories. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like this.
It's fabulous. It's fabulous. It'll be out, I think, next week.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, and Mike, I would imagine you'll be in on this, and Andy, I don't know. Did you grow up with Boy Meets World?
Of course.
Okay. All right. So we know. Have we been keeping up with the Boy Meets World drama this week?
No.
Apparently. And this is what I'm hoping happens with Beautiful Boys. There is a fracture in the cast like you wouldn't believe, and I wouldn't.
Oh wait, the new incantation, the newer show?
No,
the
OG.
the old cast.
So there's a podcast.
Yeah.
That Topanga.
All the outside cast members like hate them too. Like that.
Really?
The one that the black girl that played Angela, she was on Godfrey's podcast, like saying they were nightmares,
Topanga.
like, pieces of shit. No, yeah, all of them, like all the main central cast.
So Topanga, Sean, and Corey's brother, Eric, do a podcast together.
Will Friedle.
Will Friedle. Wow. You're sick, dude.
Where did that come from?
And
is weird.
The idea of it is it's just a fun watch along. You know what I mean? It's like one of those COVID era podcasts that survived and now is in the sort of office ladies territory.
Yeah, I
where
think
it's
they
just-
do like theaters.
Yeah. Like it's just,
Oh, they do.
Yeah, because I think Makala, speaking of, because she was in our clip today,
She was.
is
She
like
gave
their
Rosebud my wrong email address. She's a booker, high up there.
it's so funny because I hear you talking about it and you're mad, but then I actually heard you talking to her about it.
Yeah,
and
last
you were all
night,
smiles.
that's right.
You're like,
I
oh,
saw
I want to
it
hear
last
something
night.
funny.
That's
I was
so
like,
silly how you haven't booked me in 6 years.
you shithead.
but she's like their tour manager.
Oh wow. Yeah, so they had Maitland Ward on. That's her name, right? Maitland
Yes.
Ward. So Maitland Ward played the girl that lived with Corey's brother and Corey's brother's friend in the apartment.
The
And,
Lawrence brother.
Can I
The
see
Lawrence
her?
brother. She went into porn.
Redhead. She was super hot during the show.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. You, as
A
soon
hot
as you
redhead.
See her,
That's
Yeah.
trouble.
as long as you've watched the later seasons of Boy Meets World, which
She
who
went
among
into
us have
porn?
not? She did.
She did, and pretty quick and graphically. Like she went, she dove right in.
Wow.
Yeah. So as it, do we have a picture of Maitland Ward
She's crazy successful with it though, right?
with the porn?
Yeah,
I mean, I hope so.
but I think like she's made like a real amount of money. Like it's not just like she's throwing it away for 35 grand a year
Right.
or whatever.
Right. It's one of these like OnlyFans.
Yeah, I think she's cashing in nostalgia wise.
Can you show him a picture of Maitland Ward? Yeah, just so he. Just
Sorry,
so
guys. I
we're
need
all on the
to-
same page. You'll, as soon as you see her.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you remember.
Okay. So they have beef, her and Topanga?
Bro, apparently there's like beef with everybody. Even Corey has beef.
With Maitland or
Ben Savage apparently has beef with all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait till you hear these
Wow.
clips. You want to hear these clips?
Well,
if it's
Yeah.
okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll do that for you.
Thank you. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
It's okay. Yeah. So like I guess that there was already beef here. And so Topanga and the gang invited Maitland Ward on the podcast, or somehow she ended up on the podcast, and it just got heated.
Immediately.
Right.
No, not even. They did a whole hour.
Oh, really?
And then Topanga out of nowhere just says, "Do you hate us?"
I love that. Topanga's still spicy after all these years. Good
Damn.
for you, Topanga.
Like they lured her in for an hour of conversation.
Wow. Is she married, Danielle Fishel?
Yeah, I think she
is.
has kids.
Yeah. She is married.
Yes, she is.
There was a while where she was like in like Childish Gambino videos. Do you remember that?
That's sick.
Really?
That's
Where
sick.
I was like, oh man, Childish got to her.
Another one soiled.
I'm going to tell you. I don't know exactly how this is. I heard it. I don't know. How,
I mean, I was kidding, and the silence made it a real statement. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You guys know I didn't mean that, right? I can't picture a scenario in any Boy Meets World beef where I'm not on Topanga's side.
No.
Like, it just feels like that's where you're going to go.
She can do whatever.
Yeah. But this is the moment, an hour into the conversation, where Topanga's like, enough of this bullshit. Do you hate us?
Damn, I love it.
Yeah, listen.
To around the time, let's say 2022, when we start our podcast, Pod Meets World. Maybe a more broad, general question for you is: do you hate us?
No,
Shit.
I don't hate you. I
Okay.
don't hate you. I think that you hate me because you wouldn't speak to me on
That's Maitland.
when we would go to Girl Meets World and everything, and
Okay.
that's hurtful. That was
Okay, I wouldn't speak to you.
no,
I did talk to you.
no, not really, not really. Unfriended me on Facebook.
I did
Isn't
not.
Can you pause for a moment? Isn't it great that like there's this kind of drama going on with the in 2025 with the Boy Meets World cast that they're like, excuse me, bitch, you unfriended me on Facebook.
It's like nice to know, Us Weekly has been telling us for a long time that stars are just like us.
I've heard that.
But it's really nice to be proven that on a daily basis. Like between this, Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, proving that even 100 millionaires read the comments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Isn't
Like,
that great?
all of these people are exactly like everybody else, petty as shit,
Right.
unfriending each other, pretending it doesn't mean anything. Even Danielle Fishel's voice right there. Dude, oh my God, I don't know if that was my wife or something, but like something crept into my fucking spine that made me want to put my fist through a wall.
Yeah, I know. I heard Topanga going, Corey.
I just think it's so funny.
Unfriend you.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin that. Just everything you just said would not have made sense when the show was on. You were like unfriended Facebook.
Yeah.
That did not exist. A podcast. Who the hell? Like you could never imagine. Because if somebody told you that this was going to happen 25 years after the show, you'd be like, none of that is actually.
It's not a thing.
Exists.
Yeah, but now it all exists and allows this to last forever, so we can still be invested.
Yeah. I wish
You on Facebook?
Mr. Feeney fucking Zoom bombed him right
Oh,
at that
wouldn't that be
moment.
great?
Was like, girls, it's my dying wish that you get along.
I've always found that a plant unwatered is a dying plant. Oh my God, Mr. Feeney said it again.
Clutches his chest, falls out of frame.
Mike starts crying.
We gotta water the plants.
Facebook. I don't know. I truly don't know how that happened. And when you went public and said that you had sent me a message,
I did send you a
on Facebook around the time that I got married the first time
Yes, I
in
did.
2013.
Yes.
You sent it to Will. You told Will, I sent Danielle this message.
Yes.
She didn't respond to me. I am not a Facebook person. I barely ever use Facebook. As a matter of fact, the only thing I do on Facebook is now that Instagram allows you to post the things you post on Instagram on Facebook, I have that toggle on. So whatever I post on Instagram
great
goes to
about this?
Facebook.
But I mean, this is like if your wife is telling you why she has an issue with one of her friends.
Yeah.
And we're way past the point of I've completely tuned out.
It's
like,
crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah.
Like you're just all these, and then I did this, and I'm like, can't you just let all of that go? Because
Dude, also show we're getting fucking old, man. Like this is old people shit. This is an old conversation. I've watched my in-laws and aunts and uncles have this same exact conversation at the fucking table. And it's like, are we now the new 65-year-olds? Like this is what we're bitching about?
Yep.
We're close.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
I know.
Yeah, we're closer than we're not.
Because it's funny, I don't even think anybody under 30 does Facebook anymore, right? Like they probably don't even have Facebook accounts.
I don't know. Now that they don't have fact checkers, the kids are coming back.
Those pesky checkers.
All my MAGA youths are coming back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's skip to around 107, 107.40 when Maitland.
I'm Maitland. I'm on
But
Maitland's
otherwise-
side right now.
Really?
I am because I get it. Danielle Fishel is pissed.
I think you're just reacting to the fact that Danielle Fishel's gaslighting her.
And the voice.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to tell you
bringing
the
up
truth.
something.
I'm still on Topanga's side.
Okay.
But also, I'm straight up, I stopped listening halfway through the clip.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I was like, we got to stop this clip because I was like, I don't know.
I checked out.
Yeah, I started thinking about.
I felt disoriented.
Yeah.
Like it was a frag grenade of a voice.
Right. So
I hate that.
So this is now because I'm on Topanga's side, but I don't think Maitland's lying.
No.
You know,
I think she's
I think that there might be a Mean Girls power club of Topanga, Corey's brother, and Sean. It's possible.
100%. 100%. Didn't the brother, the Lawrence brother, call out pedophiles in Hollywood too?
Yeah, and
there's
I
a
hate-
lot
yeah, and I
going
hate
on
that.
with
And
that
I
whole
hate that.
cast.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, so let's get back to why Maitland thinks that Danielle has a problem. 107.4.
That I was getting a lot of attention at that time and going off in my own space and taking away
talking about the porn, I
that
think.
attention.
The porn.
The porn
I
space.
was on the cover of Maxim in 2014.
Bitch, I was on the cover of Maxim. You think I'm jealous
I
of your
love you.
OnlyFans bullshit? Bitch, I was a Maxim cover girl, okay? In case no one told you, I'm Topanga.
Before they went entirely digital.
Yeah, I'm talking print.
Can you pull up her cover just for research?
Yeah.
I'm lost in the conversation.
Strictly for research.
What's the cover of the Maxim?
I would like to see that.
Yeah. Bitch, I was on Maxim. Okay?
That's around the time that she was in the Childish Gambino video.
That really affected you. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
I mean,
damn, dude.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the attention I was getting? Did you see my Maxim attention?
That's crazy. She looks fucking smoking hot.
Yeah, are you rethinking your who you're siding with here?
I'm on her side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Topanga, take a fucking hot shit in my mouth.
Okay.
Sorry.
That really jumps ahead quick.
Sorry.
I was thinking we get to know each other, but I also wouldn't just jump into a podcast with a dude, so
Yeah,
this is how you roll.
this is when I like something, I go right for it.
Yeah. I fight hard and I love hard.
I mean, you wouldn't just take a hot gust of wind right out of her butt into your mouth.
It's just to assume.
That's not what I would lead with.
Right. To assume that that's someone's thing. Like, I'm just looking for a guy who I can defecate in their mouth. Is like,
No, but wind.
You kind of went
Wind.
straight to old guy dirty talk that we talked about.
Yeah.
fart in the mouth stuff.
Just like Pete Ravello has this joke where he's talking about how his dad said I'd eat the corn out of her shit. Like that kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, I have that in me.
Right.
I have that in me for sure.
As opposed to I give her a kiss on the cheek, huh?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I of course I would respect
That's what I
her.
say. I'd drive her around in my car.
Yeah.
I'd go for a walk with that gal.
Man.
All right. Let's get Mike, before you
Sorry.
get out of control.
Sorry.
You're out of control.
I'm feeling it back.
Let's get back to the clip. Okay, we got to get to the bottom of this.
Going off in my own space and taking away like that attention.
I was on the cover of Maxim
Hit her.
in 2014.
Hit her,
I
Topanga.
definitely
Hit her,
knew
Topanga.
that. But I wasn't in any way upset. I didn't think you were. It was two totally different
I didn't
spaces.
know why you were upset. That's what I mean. I didn't know why you were. That's only what I get.
But you just told me right now why I was upset. You were saying before you didn't know why I was upset, for sure.
No, I
but
never.
just
knows
now, you just
I
guessed.
guessed. That's what I thought. Maybe.
Oh, that's what you guessed then.
Back then.
Is what you're saying.
Yes. Back
Okay.
then I was thinking maybe
Got
that's it. Maybe she's back then. Not like I'm like
Got it. I thought you were saying that now, that's what it was. And I was like, okay.
Can I tell you,
totally
can
understand.
I,
But
can I
that-
tell you something? I just figured something out. I just figured out why my wife sometimes looks at me exhausted and says, "You're impossible to argue with."
Mm-hmm.
I go full Topanga.
Wow, Topanga's got some good
I go
points.
full Topanga.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I go, wait a minute. What did you just say? And do you remember what you said 3 weeks ago?
That's right.
And my wife is like, at the height of this argument with all this emotion, no, I do not remember exactly what I said 3 weeks ago. And I go, well, you contradicted yourself.
That's what I hate that you're not allowed to, like, in healthy fighting, you're not supposed to bring up the past.
I know.
Every fight's, and I'm like, what? That's not how court works.
It's also what creates the reality of the current situation.
Yeah.
It's like the context matters because you already laid out the context, and that's why I'm pissed at this.
But by the way, I'm the exact same way as you. Like, I'm in my head, I'm like, that's not how, like, we should do this how court works.
Yeah. Were you talking about evidence? I'm not allowed to
and the person
present evidence?
The person you're arguing with is like, actually, what we're doing here is an extremely emotional issue, and court is known for the non-emotionality.
I feel that
I'm
way about
confused.
gaslighting. Like, I think it's totally reasonable to gaslight because you're not hitting them. You're hurting them with your words. That's
Mike,
a progressive, intentional thing.
You have come on here multiple times. I feel like every time you come on here, you try to get us on your side of your pro-gaslighting stance, and we always go, you sound like a piece of shit right now, and then you kind of go into your shell a little bit because you realize you haven't won us over. Gaslighting is
I just
bad.
can't believe that
This is not
you're
the
talking.
first or second time.
No, I thought I had a vulnerability in Sam because he was talking about bringing up stuff from the past.
You
and I'm
thought you
like,
could finally get him.
that
Have you
is
gone
what
pro,
I'm talking about.
He's
kind
gone
of.
pro gaslighting every episode?
I mean, he multiple times has come into this studio and gone pro-gaslighting.
It's not even
and
like-
every time the room turns on him.
Not as its own, like it shouldn't be your only tool, but it should be in your belt.
Danielle, you think that people should be able to...
No,
you know,
no gaslighting.
No
Yeah, I mean,
gaslighting.
she's a woman.
Okay, Troy. I thought he was out this week.
I mean, he's also argued that gaslighting is not even a thing. Like that's
No.
just.
Oh, that's true. That's
It's
true.
created by people
That's
losing
gaslighting.
arguments.
That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
I love this.
That was where his premise started. He's been slowly developing.
You
this.
guys hurt people, you know?
That's right. You did come in here and say, I'm pretty sure gaslighting is not real.
It's not.
Which you had nobody on your side, and now you're saying gaslighting is real, but it's technically good. And again, everybody's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Interesting to bring Israel into this.
Wow.
Is he gaslighting me?
Wow.
So what I'm saying is when Beautiful Boys has their first fight, and you're getting gaslit,
Now I know.
understand,
Yeah, I know
you are
it's-
getting
yeah.
gaslit.
I'm gonna bring this up.
You remember when you said...
Gaslight.
Why are you bringing up Sam's show?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's it seems like Topanga's on a roll here.
I'm sorry, I was listening. Did you want to?
Oh, yeah,
keep
let's-
going, or do you
yeah.
want to jump to the Ben stuff?
What do you think we should do?
I think we should jump to the Ben stuff.
Okay, because
now,
now
after the Ben stuff, they just really go off the rails.
No
because
shit.
this is they don't
Wait, it
really
gets crazy.
Wait, is Ben on the show?
Ben Sav no
He never shows up.
no that's Corey, that's the boy.
Aren't they also like kind of him and his brother are a little on the outskirts of showbiz because of some?
Fred Savage?
Yeah, like he was sketchy on some sets.
I know that
Me
Fred
Too-
Savage had a
Me Too
good.
wise
He had like a good directing career going
for Always Sunny. He was Always Sunny,
and a couple other things.
Yeah.
I think he
I
did.
feel like there
he
might have
did
been
well.
a Savage.
There was a Me Too thing with him, and then there was also like a harassment thing with Ben or something.
There was a Fred Savage documentary.
No, he was. Wasn't he in Quiet on Set? He was one of the.
Was he one of the supporters?
No, like he
Oh.
was like getting accused of like being a creep on set, right?
Really?
Fred Savage.
Which is weird because he was a child actor himself, but maybe
hurt people, hurt people.
Oh no, this is ruining everything.
I hope not. But Ben Savage, who played Corey on Boy Meets World, doesn't do the podcast, and so here, and you don't really, you don't want to bring that up. But Maitland goes like, okay, if the block is hot, which clearly the block is hot.
I love this.
Like, okay, Topanga, well,
Why won't Ben do the fucking podcast?
Let me go ahead and drop a Corey bomb. How about that?
Ooh,
How about I do that? How about I do that, Miss Debate Club? How about I drop a Corey bomb on you?
Love that.
So many news outlets want to know stuff.
Okay.
Listen, I think there's a divide too because you guys hate Ben and you guys hate Michael.
I don't hate Ben or Michael.
I mean, not do you, not,
I
like
love
just
that.
as a point of fact.
Yeah.
Point of fact. I think it might be because you guys hate Ben. All of you hate Ben. All of you.
That's awesome. Good for her.
I mean, what a way,
fire with fire.
What a way to argue.
Why not?
Like, what are you going to say? Because what can you say at that point? Like,
state the narrative.
I mean, it's the old like, hey, why are you cheating on your wife? What? I don't know how to answer this question. Why'd you say that? Why would you say that?
Or like you guys have
Do not hate either of them.
not hate. Hate is a strong word. I not mean hate, but like to have disagreement, I guess.
Ben is one of the most important people I've ever met in my life, and I can't stand the fact that he won't speak to us.
I feel
and that's
exactly
what
the same
Sean
way.
just
he
dropped some
won't
truth.
speak to.
That's Will, man.
What? That's the brother?
Yeah.
I thought that was Sean.
No.
Oh, because I guess
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't hear Sean at all during this argument. I think he just sat.
Ryder
Sean.
Strong is
Yeah,
Sean.
yeah.
Ryder-
Will-
yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I
You
don't
only know them
understand.
by their governments.
I only do. Well, Will Friedle also dated Jennifer Love Hewitt during her prime.
Yeah, but she dated Will Friedle during his prime.
That is very true.
Okay.
I think they were engaged.
Wait, so
you and your late '90s teen pop culture, you really did have teen Vogue on lock.
I did.
this is I honestly I missed this whole thing because I was smoking weed out of a pop can. So, but I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on.
I was just jerking off to tangible media.
So
Oh, yeah, look at that.
there he is.
See?
So there, I don't know why you didn't know.
See?
Yeah, no, everybody believed
You
you.
guys didn't believe
That is
me.
the type of dumb shit that Mike Cannon would know.
It's so funny because a guy like this would never ever like he wouldn't be a heartthrob now. You know
No,
what I mean?
because he was a specifically late '90s heartthrob, like the hair, the clothes, everything,
Yeah.
everything.
It was also kind of cool to be a pussy a little bit because he like doesn't have an ounce of athleticism or muscle to him, but he just but girls thought he was hot.
I think he's got a little cool guy jockey thing going on. I mean,
Jockey? No, he's got cool, but he's not like at that time there was like a cool
He's for sure
non-athlete thing.
For sure,
Yeah.
right?
He's
For sure
definitely cool.
Oh.
Sean also was a not athlete.
He's a bad boy though.
He's a
That's
bad boy.
different, different deal.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
deal. He wore leather jackets.
Oh, this is when actually preppy. He was just preppy.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Preppy bad boy a little because he had the
Little
long
bit.
hair.
Little bit.
That's kind of what I was. Preppy bad boy. Yeah,
That's
say
sick.
that.
That's sick,
it
dude.
was great.
Plus, you're tall. I mean,
It
you had
rocked.
It all going on for
It
you.
rocked.
Yeah. I don't know what you're doing.
I
getting
totally
married.
peaked.
Yeah.
I peaked in 1999.
Yeah. So apparently, it worked because Maitland goes, "Yeah, you guys all hate Corey Matthews," and then Will just decides to serve up on a platter. I don't hate him. It drives me crazy that he doesn't talk to me, and I'm going, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
She like
Do they get into
she
the-
3D chessed them.
Yeah, she did. She did. I respect it. Yeah, we can go back to it.
I not mean hate, but like to have disagreement, I guess.
Ben
that's-
is one of the most
that's-
important people I've ever met in my life, and I can't stand the fact that he won't speak to us.
I feel
and that's
exactly
what it
the
is.
same way.
He won't speak to us.
Correct.
I can show you the last 3 years, literally, of messages, and in the middle of a
I'm
conversation
sorry.
with
You know
Ben,
what? I wish
he
that
just
everybody
bailed
could-
on me.
I wish that everybody
Yeah.
could come
No,
together.
Ben absolutely one day woke up and said, I don't want Will in my life, and never told me why.
Well, I don't know the history of like any of that. So
Yeah.
No, I
No,
know
and I
you
don't
don't.
think Michael either,
Again,
brother.
is my question: Do you listen to our podcast? Because you did then go in on one of the TMZ articles and say
Now
that
she's gonna
our
get it.
podcast is very negative, and we say all kinds of negative
I know
and
there was some
mean
negative,
things.
but there was a lot of negative stuff that came out of that podcast.
Do you listen to the podcast?
No, not regularly, but
Gotcha,
I do
bitch!
listen to the big shows in the past, especially at the beginning. I haven't listened to it that much recently. But
Okay,
I
so-
don't understand why this is like a grilling session right now.
It's not a grilling session. I'm just asking questions. These are things you said on TMZ,
I love
so I'm
that.
just curious because we have not felt as though we have said anything negative. The same way you wrote in your
Never
book
said
about
anything negative
your
on the show.
experiences
Wow.
doesn't mean that they're negative.
This is a
they're
fajita
just
platter of an
experiences.
interview.
Me sharing
I
my
love it.
story that Michael told me in a note session that I needed
I
to
think
show
she
up the
saw
next
this
day
coming.
and do it
She knew it.
entirely different. The
Danielle,
same exact
like she,
way.
I think,
she planned
it.
it. Yeah, she
judging
knew.
by how like
Where he said
articulate
he
she
told
is
you
and how
your
practiced
audition
this
I mean,
feels,
listen to her.
like
to be
You're just-
entirely
she
different
knew,
the next
man.
day.
Because really, he was looking out for me to get the role.
Right. That's what he did to me. He wanted then he gave me a thing. That's what he would say his argument was. He gave me notes about how he wanted me to do it the next day. Then I
Talking
did
about
it
the
the next day
showrunner.
and then he gave me a standing ovation. That's the story I told. We had a guest
one-person
on
standing ovation.
who then said his experience and got very upset. So I
Okay,
just
so it
don't
goes
know where
I can't
you're the one who
imagine-
said it.
Well, hang on.
So if you want to not stand by it,
I
that's
don't
fine
even-
too. But
like,
what has been
say
so
what
negative about
there
the
are so many
podcast?
negative things that have come out of you talking about the show.
Okay, well then I don't know why you can't name any of them.
Oh shit!
Anything to do with Michael and anything to do with all of that. I mean, I'm not
Topanga
even
got
saying
it,
I'm
right?
not telling you what's right and wrong. I'm saying negative about the show.
So you don't listen to the podcast regularly.
Oh, shit.
But your overall opinion of it is that we are negative about Michael and
This is
Ben
obviously-
and the
let's
show.
Be honest about this. You're trying to go at me now to get the ratings because you know that people will be
Okay,
interested.
see,
Maitland.
that's
I don't.
that's 101.
She knows.
She knows she's beat, and she's like, "Let's be honest, you're just doing this for the ratings."
But also, as somebody who went into OnlyFans, she knows somebody who's trying to get ratings.
Yeah.
So she's right.
I mean, listen, she lost the argument.
She did, but she's right.
You lose a lot of arguments. I do.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
continue on knowing I was correct.
That's the thoughts you have in your car when you're driving to do the errand that you didn't want to do. I might have lost that fight, but I was right. God's on my side.
I don't know what happened to me that I get so excited by this conflict.
Yeah.
Like when they start really going at each other.
Yeah,
go,
I feel
"This
like I
is
wish I had this
fucking
emotional
awesome."
connection that you guys do to this show.
Yeah. No, I love conflict in general. Like,
Oh, yeah.
This
other-
is Sam's warm blanket. Like for me, I couldn't actually even. This is my first time listening to it, and I've tried because Sagalo sent me it, and he was like, "You got to listen," and it makes me so fucked up. Like any kind of tension like that, I just really don't like it.
it really is a warm blanket. Like it's driving my wife crazy. The other day, my daughter, she's 5, and I was like, "Hey, turn off the iPad," or whatever it was. And she's like, "I'm not done." I go, "I don't care. Turn off the iPad." And she goes, "Well, I'm still watching." I go, "I don't care." And she goes, "Dad!" And I go, "Yes!" It's just my instinct. Yeah. And like everything stopped, and she looked at me and she goes, "Why did you just say yes?" And I go, "Because baby, I don't know. I love that what you just did." And then my wife is going, "What are you doing?" She's gonna do that again. You got to stop. I go, "No,
Damn
no, no.
right.
That's great.
awesome.
This is great. I don't know what's going on." But her getting all fiery, I was like, "Yes,
Yeah, this is exactly
awesome.
what you want.
Yeah,
Damn right.
yeah. I don't know. I love
You're a
it.
great girl, Dad.
I love. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how stupid I am. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. I love the tension. I love people coming into a fight. You know what I loved about this? That Topanga was like, not only am I not avoiding this, I'm going deeper. I'm going in head first, and I'm prepared. It gets me. I get very excited by it.
It was like a court case. It was like
Yeah.
she had like a whole counter, like just ready.
Right. And guess what I used to love watching growing up? All the court shows. People's Court.
Really?
Judge
Growing
Judy.
up, all those?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. When they come, I'd be like 3 o'clock. The court shows come on. I'd be like, yeah, we're watching all of them. These are great. Everybody's got these small claims and they're bickering with each other.
Damn, your parents were never home.
Yeah, Judge Wapner raised me. Oh, wow. Listen, we're not at the point yet where we're getting fights like that on Beautiful Boys.
No,
No.
long
But we're
time.
having a lot of fun.
We'll get. I mean, it'll probably not be us. It'll be us like having Feeney on or somebody like that.
Oh, yeah. That's what
fight.
you got to do.
And I'll go, Feeney, why do you hate Mike?
Yeah. You got to bring
I
in.
don't hate Mike.
Feeney and I already have a huge fight online somewhere. It was called the Great TikTok Fight of 2020 on Irish Goodbye Podcast. I'm not sure if it's still on YouTube, but it was him and I, me mostly screaming at him because he was trying to keep TikTok a secret.
Like that he had a TikTok?
Like that the app TikTok. He was
wasn't
trying to keep it from like other comics jumping on because he had gained a following on it
And he was worried
in its
that-
early days, and he didn't want to oversaturate it with stand-up. So he was like telling me to like keep it hush hush, and I fucking flipped out. I lost my mind on the podcast.
Keep it hush.
Yeah, I was like,
Don't let
millions of
anybody
people
know.
have already downloaded this app. I don't understand this conversation. I was like, this is why New York comedians are failing, because we're just keeping things apart, keeping us away from things. LA is putting their arms across each other, really working together as a team, and you're just, I just like snapped.
You know what my favorite
I
part
quit
of
the
this
podcast.
is? You quit the podcast after
I
that?
walked out, quit the podcast, and then like because I was gonna fight him, I was gonna jump over the table and fight him, and then I said if I don't, or not do that, I have to quit. And then I walked out, and then I walked back in embarrassed.
Is that
later.
video?
Yeah, somewhere.
What's it called?
The Great TikTok Fight of 2020. It's somewhere.
I'll be searching for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you know what I love about it? As you describe it, all the feelings are still there.
Everything
Like, you
is at the
started having
surface,
that
dude.
fight
I've
again.
gotten over nothing.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does?
It sucks. The other day, I thought I like got over my Great Depression and this whole thing, and then just like a reminder of the thing that caused it, or at least was the straw that broke the camel's back that like really brought me down, came up again, and I was just right back into square one, and I got more mad. Like, instead of feeling the sadness of that, I felt anger about feeling sad again because I had thought I'd beaten it.
Yeah.
And then I got mad at myself and spiraled into a whole web of sad after that. And then, finally fixed my cold plunge.
Yeah, I was going to say the cold plunge is still working, though.
No,
Yeah,
I
we
got
need
it
that
back.
cold
I
plunge
broke
for you.
it accidentally with
you
a
break it?
hammer, trying to knock ice off the side.
Cool.
And I put a fucking hammer right through it like a Mongo.
Cool.
Yeah. Are we still on the air?
That's your guy, by the way. That's your dude.
A Mongo. It's got like 1950s slurs.
Well, Mike Cannon will be at the Atlantic City Comedy Club on March 21st. In April, he'll be in Detroit, Pittsburgh, Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant, Toronto, all over the place. And Andy Haynes, March 7th and 8th, is going to be in New Orleans at Sports Drink Cafe and Comedy Club. Then Brooklyn, Austin, Houston, Dallas, Wilkes-Barre. Get all those dates from Mike Cannon and Andy Haynes. And, of course, the Beautiful Boys podcast, the new phenomenon where you can watch this relationship grow right in front of your eyes, is available every Tuesday.
Eventually
every
ending in
podcast.
a murder-suicide.
That's right.
On YouTube.
Probably our producer, but,
Well, thank you guys for coming by.
Thank you.
We'll see the rest of you on Monday. Goodbye.
This has been Sam Roberts Show. If you missed anything or want to hear it all over again, check out Sam Roberts Show on the SXM app.
Citations, fine shits.
That plane that landed upside down that we were talking about yesterday, they said the Toronto airport had extreme weather right before that plane crashed. Which, by the way, it didn't, I guess, crash like fell from the sky, but it crashed upon landing, including a year's worth of snow in 2 days, which feels like a lot. I mean, it seems though like, I don't know the geography of Canada that much, but Canada in general seems like they should be equipped for snow.
Yeah, and how much snow are they getting where they got a year's worth in, what, a couple? Like,
Yeah, I mean, technically,
I thought they got a lot of. Don't they get snow every day?
I thought so, but maybe we just think that because it's a Canadian place and every place, yeah, Toronto's in Canada, and you would think every place in Canada snows feet upon feet upon feet every day, but maybe that's just Calgary. I don't know for sure. I mean, we've had a lot of snow here.
I know, I'm tired of it.
I don't know. I like it. This is the way it used to be. Remember the blizzard of '96? We used to get.
Oh, hell yeah. Blizzard of 96 ruled.
Yeah.
We were off school for like 2 weeks.
They didn't know what to do. They had no clue. They should just call Syracuse. Syracuse has the blizzard of '96 every single day. Syracuse is a spot that gets snow. Like, Syracuse, they have their own little airport and everything. It's a small airport, and no planes are flipping over. Like, don't tell me that planes are flipping over in Toronto because they got a ton of snow when, I mean, the amount of lake effect I saw in 4 years in Syracuse was insane. And before I had a car up there on campus, I was flying back and forth. It was no problem. 45-minute flight. It was easy.
It was nothing?
No, it was nothing. There could be 6 feet of snow on the runway. They didn't care. We drove through it all too. When you're just used to it, you just get used to it. But when you're not used to it,
I guess
it's a demolition derby with airplanes, cars. It doesn't matter.